Glory to you and your cows. So, well, okay, last time, the last stream, the last puzzle was kind of a disaster, but I took notes on, you know, what went wrong, and maybe we can do better. Though I do blame part of that on it just being a bad puzzle. But here's the important things. One, scan everything. We knew that already. Scan literally everything in the room with your tricorder. Both tricorders, in fact. 2, keep using an object until the dialogue starts repeating. Like last time, we used a computer to try to get some information. It was like, alright, it tells us this, we take this choice, okay, let's go do something else. No, the game wants you to just keep clicking on the computer and keep getting different dialogue. So just keep clicking on stuff until until I learn how to speak properly. Until the dialogue starts repeating itself. And third, point number 3, check the ship's computer for information before beaming down. So hopefully, just obsessively clicking on everything, but most importantly, obsessively clicking on the computers will help. Hopefully that'll do it. And there's the game. My god. And there's Bill and Gyrinx.
No. And the Soma.
Hey.
And a Soma. My god, man. Okay, so...
you missed it.
Oh.
Great scene on Monday.
Oh, yeah, oh, Bill in D&D. I mean, it was kind of a disaster, but in a fun way.
Those are the best kind. Those are the best sessions.
So, okay, before we get started with D&D, Soma, would you like to share with the class what happened in our Dungeons & Dragons game on Monday?
Essentially, an old character of mine came back and became a bit of necromancers, the religious leader of the place. So the players decided to round everyone a heretic and burn them King's Landing style.
Yeah.
There's the short version. Basically, he had a character that I sentenced to a psychiatric prison because he attacked a guard. And we had a trial episode. It was a whole thing. Don't worry about it. But, you know, he came back and formed his own cult. His own necromancy cult. We didn't really get all the details because of what's about to happen. But, you know, we could presumably have gotten details. So we had to go hunt him down because he was doing evil necromancer things. Yeah? So, what we did, we went to the town. We went to the forest outside the town, and there was a group of peasants who came and attacked us. And so I was trying to, like, oh, we have to just knock them out or try and get them to stop fighting us somehow. Maybe we can use magic calm emotions, but nothing was working. So we eventually had to kill most of them. A couple got knocked out, and the first one we talked to, the first one that woke up, we went ahead and tortured for information. We cut off his ear and I smashed his foot with a mace.
Well, you guys are the good guys?
Yeah, Bill, it's a good thing you weren't here, because Bill is a paladin. So if Bill was there and went along with it, he would have fallen. He would have become an Oathbreaker paladin.
There's no way I would have gone along with it.
Yeah, no. You probably would have just hugged us out. I was like, no, guys, this is crazy. Like, all right, fine.
And that was the... it went downhill from there.
Oh, yeah. That's the mild part. We ain't done nothing yet. What we did next was, once we got the information, we got the location, we figured out that it was a cult, we figured out where to find the guy. So we went to the town, And with my magic flying things, I decided, and then everyone just kind of went along with it. I knew it was crazy, and I was like, are we sure we want to do this? But nobody questioned me, so I just went with it. I used my magic wings and my magic strength to pick both of our players up, both of the other players. And we flew over the town and just started raining down massive amounts of fire magic and just burned the place to the ground. The whole town. Every single house.
And I helped out by casting silent
Yes.
image so it looked like it was a dragon.
Yes, you did.
So,
Yeah.
and which town?
Some new town, you haven't heard of it. It's, I don't
Yeah,
remember what
okay.
it's called. It was new.
No loss for me.
And now no one is going to come of it.
So now my priest character, Brother Martin, now he's evil.
Yeah.
Because we murdered
I can't-
an entire town of innocents.
So everything that Soma direct messaged me on was not a joke, apparently.
No,
Oh, really?
absolutely not. We murdered those folks.
I was reading through it and I said, this can't be right. I don't even remember these characters. And there's no connection to anything that's actually happened. I couldn't. So I completely disbelieved it.
Oh no, it happened in full.
Also, because we didn't leave any witnesses, nobody else found out about it, so we're fine. Don't worry about it. Gyrinx, don't tell him no one. Bill, you might know this, but your character doesn't know this.
Yeah, I'm not telling
Grubjub
you.
Yeah.
doesn't know.
I might.
This is
I'm probably feel
insane.
weird
Like,
about it because I wasn't considering myself evil before, but I'm not going to say anything.
that might top the one session that I missed in my gaming group in college, which caused a TPK.
Also, as for the new Dune trailer, no idea. I haven't followed Dune since I was like 7, and I played Emperor Battle for Dune on whatever PC I had at the time. Not a clue.
Oh wow, you haven't seen any of the new media or still photos or anything?
Any of the old media. Literally the only Dune I've consumed is Emperor Battle for Dune.
You haven't even seen Dune 84?
Nope. Literally none of it.
Okay.
no.
Well,
Hi.
Dune 84 is a classic, but yeah, I am looking forward to Dune. It's a desert, universe, and I love desert stories.
Oh, I know Gimli is a major character in some way. So that's nice.
What's this?
In one of the Dune things, Gimli, he's in there.
It
Oh,
was.
you mean the actor?
You mean John?
No, I mean an
Rhys-Davies,
actual
who
dwarf
was
named
in-
Gimli, son of Gloin.
John-
There was a Dune full motion video adventure game, which had John Rhys-Davies as an Atreides officer
Excellent.
talking to you in the camera.
All right.
So,
Our load game name is Harlequin Star System, so we should probably go to the Harlequin Star System. In the meantime,
Probably,
yes,
yes.
Barobo.
I went down the rabbit hole of watching some old Transformers shows, and I noticed something that one of the episodes was written by DC Fontana, which was a cool
Wow.
little Star Trek tie-in. And not in that episode, but an episode a few prior to that, they reused some sound effects from Next Generation, the warp core thrumming, the idle thrumming from the engine room. I was like, I recognize that sound. That's the TNG engine sound.
The best
But yeah, they
engine
littered
sound.
a bunch of little pop culture references in
Oh,
that I didn't
Hang
notice.
on, two
when I was
Velocity
a
ships
kid.
are approaching.
Also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. It appears likely that we interrupted the pirate attack on the scout.
Message from the Elastic
Uh,
Captain, sir.
We don't have the video
What
in,
happens to those who come between us
should
and our
do.
prey?
or do we?
Prepare to
We do.
die.
Oh, we do. I just didn't click on it.
So we need to prepare to
You
die, so I
are
should probably get weapons and shields.
shields.
Now, I'm pretty sure that's the same Elasi captain that we saw before and murdered. Also, this seems too long. So, I guess they only drew one captain sprite. But that's fine.
Stays in space.
They had a budget. It wasn't a good one.
Okay, we're taking damage.
What ship is that?
It's an Elasi ship, don't worry about it. It looks sort of Romulan, maybe Klingon. But then this is TOS, where Klingon and Romulan ships are identical.
Not exactly. They had They had
They had a different paint job.
They had a warbird. No, they had a bird of prey, right? The bird of prey was the cloaked ship that
You
we
appear
first
to be
saw.
taking minor/major damage.
That encompasses all forms of damage, Summer. That's not helpful.
Well, you're taking both.
Then Imbalance of Terror, the
Taylor? That's a DS9 episode.
special episode with Garrick. In Balance of Terror, they had D7s for some reason.
Why are they so fast?
Are you sure you're in the right
And
place?
an introduction.
Yes.
of the discovery.
This is absolutely it. We're supposed to be ambushed.
The ion trail of the scout ship leads to the Harappan system, Captain.
The Harappan
Picking
system.
up the
Oh,
subspace
nice,
signal,
Spock.
sir.
You just did that
It's very
automatically.
weak.
Thank you very
Patch it
much.
through, Lieutenant.
Enterprise? Is that you, Kirk?
Oh, no.
Kirk.
Oh,
I can't
yes.
believe they
Is this
sent
mud?
me
Yes,
to
it is.
rescue
This
me.
must be mud.
That sounds like... No, please, say it isn't.
I have a visual signal now, sir.
You come to help me, Kirk.
Who the heck is that,
You want
Odo?
to help me. I have had
That looks like Odo.
misunderstanding with... Oh, no.
Well,
They're
that does
tracking me again.
kind of look like
I
Odo.
can't send coordinates. You have to
Hang on, I'm getting the stream back.
Now we have the
Registered ship with
Starfield.
Federation.
Okay.
Mud out.
That's the first time
I'm
it's ever
afraid your
crashed
ship is
on a
registered,
stream
Captain,
for
and
us, I think.
regulations require
We should be back on
respond to
YouTube now. I
this
don't know what
And we're
happened there.
back.
I got some Windows error sounds and then OBS just closed. But it's back.
Your graphics card crashed, probably.
Maybe.
That's what
It's back on YouTube.
that's what happens to me.
Mine doesn't happen 3 times a day though.
Well, but neither does mine.
Okay, I
I
didn't
haven't had any in a while, thank you. Knock
I
on
didn't
wood.
quite catch what Mud said there. Something about a lossy pirates or I was too busy dealing with OBS.
They're out to get him
out
because
to get
he
him.
sold them some faulty android women, and they snapped
Of
their.
course.
Well, never mind.
I don't know if you're
Um,
joking or not. I have no idea. What is that?
I'm only
actual-
half joking.
And then Spock lamented that they have to respond to the debt distress signal because of
Yeah.
regulations.
We have to respond because he.
No,
his
we
ship
have
is-
to respond,
was
but because
registered.
he was attacked by pirates, we can just blow his ship up because he was attacked by pirates
Computer
and say the
analysis
pirates did it.
suggests 91
He filled out
the
point
correct
1%
paperwork.
chance
That
the
speaker was Harcourt Fenton Mud. Yeah, we know.
Harry.
Spock, that's not helpful. Shut up. Harcourt Fenton Mud in the
Topic
computer.
not available, Captain.
Why? Mud.
Mud. Harcourt Fenton. Harcourt
Okay,
Fenton.
Harcourt Fenton Mud doesn't work. You need Mud Harcourt
is one of the
Fenton.
most infamous criminals at large in the Federation.
Oh my.
A notorious con artist.
Really?
and
One of the most
troublemaker.
infamous criminals?
Mud has been imprisoned
Harry
numerous
Mudd.
times for petty crimes. While Mud is not considered physically dangerous, he is quite devious and often uses dangerous means to ensure the success
I
of his
remember that
schemes.
time where he
Starfleet
killed
captains
Lorca
would
countless
counter
times.
Mud should
Yeah,
be
that was good.
extremely
Good
wary.
times. So the computer
I
says
loved
that
Ray
Lorca's
Wilson
probably
as
good
the
names.
recast Mud. That was great.
He was really good. Okay, we need to go to the Harappa system, which is, I mean, somewhere.
The time loop episode. Time loop episodes are awesome.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay, where is Harappa? What number is Harappa? Harappa's number 5. And it's
Harappa
just
the
adjacent.
Rappa?
It's adjacent to where we are. I'm always concerned whenever I tab back in after opening up the map that it's just going to click on some random system and I have to do a combat sequence.
Most everywhere you click is combat, either with the Elassie or the Klingons, or even the Romulans in some
Yep.
cases.
They're everywhere. What is that? Is that a Voth ship? Oh, it's triangular
triangle ship?
vaguely. It's not it's
It's
not the
just like
triangle
a
ship, but
transport
it's
ship.
triangular.
Aye, sir.
It's not the triangle ship, but it is the triangle
close.
With a
ship.
neutron pulsar in the vicinity causing difficulties with our sensor readings. I was able to
The
trace much
Zaphod
of
Beeble
the
Rex?
attention to this
No,
remote.
just a Zaphod
So, our
Beeble
friend
Rex.
Harry
As
is
you
on
heard,
board,
I
no
come in
doubt.
6
Can you tell me
packs
anything
now.
about the derelict vessel?
There are 6 major
Wait, why was he at
subdivisions
danger
within
from
the
pirates
hull.
if he's in a
All
different system?
systems
Oh,
are
don't worry
down.
about it. There are 6 major
There is
subdivisions within the
limited
hull. All
atmospheric
systems are down.
integrity. The environment
Atmosphere.
appears to be the result of a temporary save-a-ship life support generator.
Save-a-ship life
Not
support
exactly a
generator.
reliable model.
We're being hailed
Nice
by
name.
Mr. Mudd, sir.
Captain, you came. I'm
Do you like his
touched.
music?
Harry, I
image?
have to be touched
used in
in
the-
the head.
he is
to have
touched.
anything to do with you. How's your lovely wife, Stella?
That was a dirty trick, Kirk. However, you'll be glad to know I let by.
Yeah, Harry's cool. It's like, oh, it's a good trick. You got
The
me.
Enterprise will stand by and fend off any pirates. I'll just finish my salvage operations here and be out of your hair.
Computer records
we do that? Do we
document
defend
you
ships
filed
that are
notice
salvageable?
That there was no salvageable value here, and that the ship was a common passenger tug.
Did I say no value? Minimal, Captain, minimal. I meant nothing but promising when I filed the report. We both know my judgment isn't always perfect.
Why is he in shadow, though?
I
Is
would
it
say your
supposed to be a
judgment is never
mystery?
perfect, Harry. Perhaps we should beam
Looks like
over
he's
and
made out
judge
of
the
clay.
situation for ourselves.
Did they not get the
That is
Maybe
necessary,
Vice of the
Kirk.
Light
There's
or
going to be a
I can
reveal.
handle.
Maybe
I
a-
mean,
Harry, relax. We're old friends. We'll understand if things
Maybe
are
he
picked
did
up
that
and
short
looking
trek
neat.
thing where he's
Kirk
actually an android and that it would be obvious if we could see him. Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's a
fake
very
blood.
primitive FMV capture.
Lowering shields, Captain.
It just came out bad.
All right, let's...
You still
Well,
have some
come with me,
damage
Mr.
there. They
Scott.
got a big meatball right in the middle of the
Yeah, it's
primary
fine, don't
or
worry about
secondary
it.
hull.
I told Scotty to repair, so hopefully he'll be done by the time I get back. If not, I have a gun.
welcome, Captain Kirk. So glad you're here. The Elazi have been terrible trouble.
What are you
to
even
me.
hauling?
Well,
You're just
you're
hauling
terrible
rocks.
trouble to me, Harry.
This is where the Federation
this
gets
is
its
all
rocks.
I happened upon
Yep,
this ship
every
not
panel
long
needs
ago
a
and dutifully
handful of
registered
rocks.
as salvage, mind you.
Look
In
at all
the
these
hole
rocks
here,
on
I
the
discovered
shelves,
one of
all
these
different shapes and
devices in
sizes.
that box
I
over
feel like
there.
the new shows
When I
kept that
tried one on the
continuity as
wall, it
opposed to just
floated
getting
off
rid
the
of it.
grease and dirt.
It's enough for a
Perfect
whole
cleaning,
fleet of
as
ships
I
there.
could see. I peddled a few
Okay,
of
so you
these
have
Mudd's
degrimers.
miracle degrimers, and everything was going
In the box
perfectly
over there.
well.
Then something went wrong, right?
Actually, no, Doctor, not then. I'd started offering a few
right.
other little items I found. Mudd's limited coffee
I don't care, Mudd. Get to the
Great
point.
little specialty item. Lenses to affirm packaging, build your own telescope.
Oh, wait,
kits,
are we going to have to
a
grab all of
collection
these in the room?
novelty paints, things like that. All of a sudden, the Elazi pirates are asking for me in every quadrant, wanting to know where I'm getting my goods.
I see, Harry. Well, we'll look around here while the Enterprise remains close by.
Look around all you like, Captain, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. I've registered this derelict as my salvage, and I don't want you
But you
running off with all
registered
my
it as not
prizes.
having salvage.
Harry, as official representatives of the Federation and of Starfleet, we recognize your rights to legitimate salvage. Need I say more?
Emphasis on the word
I
legitimate.
understand perfectly, Captain. You carry on,
I
Captain.
love salvage.
Okay, so there are a few things that are clearly pick-up-upable. Like that and that.
Like the putter outer from
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Also, I just got a push notification. America gets a free Flamin' Hot Doritos Locos Tacos thanks to the Milwaukee Bucks Game 6 comeback win. You want a
Win.
free Flamin' Hot Doritos Locos Taco?
Yes.
And it
I
sounds
was
awful.
wondering what I was going to have for dinner today.
You could have a free Flamin'
No.
Hot Doritos Locos
What?
Tacos for dinner today.
Keep bucks.
These are computer memory transfer media,
Well-
probably designed for use with the alien
Or-
computer system.
Okay.
Oh, I have a reward.
There's-
Oh, it's the taco.
Okay, there's a bunch of USBs here, USB sticks. What's over here?
A small energy device with a flanged opening at the front. About
Bill,
the
I know
size
you're
of
trying to
one's
say
thumb.
things, but it's not really coming through.
I think he's having a stroke. Bill, are you okay?
A
What?
small
I
energy
can-
device with a flanged
Flange
should
opening
just-
at the front, about the size of one's
About the
thumbnail.
size-
Small energy. So batteries.
Second, I don't know. It might be a Discord thing.
I think Bill's like a minute behind the Discord call.
Okay, USB sticks. Batteries.
This storage bay is stockpiled with all manner of goods.
All manner of goods. It's literally just rocks.
This storage bay
Where
is
are his blow-up dolls?
Okay, I'm just looking for pixels because when we go over something we can scan, we get a red outline around the thing.
What about the bottom right? There's like a little rock and a triangle.
A little rock and a triangle.
So the three triangles in the bottom right, that one, yeah.
No,
Is
that's
that
nothing.
clickable? Because it seems like you would
No,
interact with
this
it.
big
doesn't
one next to it is interactable.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Why can we interact with it then?
What about the claw above your head?
Hmm?
That one looks like
Nothing
it
to
can
report,
interact with it.
It looks like it will interact, but we can't do anything with it right now.
Hmm.
It has no magic pixels.
Nothing to
Nothing to
report.
report. What if we just
I
look
wonder
at
if
stuff?
you were to like turn the contrast up, if all the interactables would
This
just
container holds small
be
mechanical
highlighted.
components unfamiliar to you.
Wait, what?
This container holds small mechanical...
Small mechanical components unfamiliar to me. So that's not a rock, that's a storage container. Let's
looks
look at
like
mud.
Oh, the spheres are a storage container.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Of course he's going to be honest and fair with you.
Oh, of course, game.
You look but see nothing of note.
Can we just put them in irons right now and sort it all out later?
Well, let me test.
Save new game.
Done them.
No. Kill.
That's kill.
Kirk, after all we've been through, you wouldn't shoot me, would you?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Kirk,
I
after-
100% would. I
Kirk,
just murdered an entire town of civilians. Of course I'm gonna shoot Harry Mudd. Come on.
After all we've
Use Fireball on City.
Someone
That
who
was a
never did
different
anything wrong
game.
against you.
I see. I just gave you the opportunity to
Done.
live out your murder fantasy.
Done.
Look, I try to be a good person in real life. I try my best. If I want to take some vengeance on some fictional people, that's my business. These don't look anything like what was in the box.
Shiny dodecagons as long as one's hand. Highly reflective. Shimmering with a prismatic rainbow look of oil
Speaking
on
of Dungeons and Dragons,
One
we
of
now
I was
Mudd's
gonna
have
say
miracles.
D12.
Shiny dodecagons as long as one's hand.
Prismatic look of oil and water. What if we use one on the other? We can't. Fine.
Wait, that's a. Yeah, never mind.
It's a flute?
Use Doctor on Harry Mudd. Make sure he's not an android. Use medical tricorder.
Yeah, let me.
Shiny dodecagons as long as
Highly
one's
reflective,
hand.
shimmering with the
Highly
prismatic look
reflective.
of rainbow and water. Yeah, okay.
So it's like the parking lot of AutoZone after a rainstorm.
Oh, there's something over here.
Done.
Done. But what is it?
What
This
would you
lens
do?
about the
It's
size
a
of
lens.
one's-
Hopefully this mission, in fact, does not crash for us. Apparently it crashes for other people. That's not ideal.
Can you combine the lens with the tube?
These two things fit together like they were made for each other.
Did I make a telescope? What is this?
Mudd's miracle degrimer with lenses attached.
Okay, so he's selling things that are actually components of something else.
Right.
Whoa.
Well, now I think we know why the Alassi pirates were so interested in finding
I
out
tried
where
to
Mudd was getting
degrime a
this.
container. Apparently it just causes explosions.
So he's
Yeah,
actually
only in
selling
that one
parts
spot,
for
though.
weapons.
It only creates explosions right here, no matter what I click on.
Save new game. Replace.
What if... Can I cast this on Mud? No. That's deeply disappointing. Why can't I... Well, I should probably talk to Mud. No, come back, Captain! Come back! Oh, okay, that's spooky. Don't worry about that. We'll just talk to Mud first and pretend we didn't see that.
Kirk, my friend, when have I ever given you the slightest bit of trouble?
There was the time that you tried to commandeer the Enterprise to sell wives to miners. And then there was the time you stole the Enterprise to exchange us for androids, who were holding you prisoner.
Perhaps there
The
have
episode
been a
where he was
few
selling
minor
wives to miners.
misunderstandings.
It concerns me that the
Don't push
selling
your luck,
people
Harry.
isn't the part
Miner
that Captain
or
Kirk objected
minor?
to. Minor, people who mine. The selling wives wasn't the part that Captain Kirk objected
Wait,
to.
he was selling minor wives? Mm.
I don't remember all the details, but it was... He had a trouble with a license or something. You need a license to sell women or... What happened in that episode?
They were androids.
No,
and they
no,
would-
different.
That was one of the pilot episodes.
The
I
one that
wasn't
I'm thinking
looking
of
at
with
the
the women,
screen
they
when you
were...
said
They had to take, like, the anti-aging juice or something. They had to take the beauty juice.
I wasn't looking at the screen when that dialogue was up, and so my brain absolutely said MINOR, minor.
MINER, minor.
These
He was
cylinders have
selling
fallen
child
down from the
brides.
rest.
I wouldn't be
Shoot him
surprised.
now.
No,
These
selling
cylinders
two
have fallen
minors.
down from the
Selling
rest.
wives 2 minors.
Yes.
3 triangular blue buttons.
Okay.
A red triangular button.
That's not red. That's clearly pink.
A red triangular. 2 yellow
Especially
triangular
when there's
buttons.
a red thing next
What?
to it.
It concerns me that all of these are individually clickable.
Well, do you notice how they match the colors of the globes on the right on the wall?
They do.
The room reminds you of the weapons room of some old-style warships from the early days of starfaring.
Does it? What was this?
Well,
Is that a
what it's supposed to
torpedo?
be- I think it's like loading torpedoes or mines or something.
An elaborate
Elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery with more cranes, and this one's clickable.
See, what about the cylinders on the ground?
Hang on, this that just says the cylinders fell down from the rest.
These
That's
cylinders have fallen down.
Yeah.
A large claw-like device hanging from the ceiling.
But first we're looking at everything, then we're going to tricorder
Sort of like
everything.
Klingon letters, but
Do those look like Klingon letters?
It's hard to tell. They're only 6
Sort of.
pixels across.
Not really though.
Have the red shirt
Yeah.
grab the
Seem
claw.
to be part of a loading system.
Have the claw
for
grab the
weapon.
red shirt.
It is also fully
A loading system for the weapon. We haven't established there's a weapon yet,
Seem
Spock.
to be part of a loading system for a weapons
weapon?
delivery system. It appears to be an accessory tied directly to the alien equivalent of our ship's phasers and photon torpedoes.
Okay, so yeah, it's a torpedo loading tube.
Unique, Captain. I believe these are self-referencing packed quantum cartridges.
What does
Power
that
boosters.
mean?
Oh, I've read about
They're
those,
like the
but they're
phaser
just
coils
theoretical.
that they always had in
Evidently, these are more
the
than
mess hall of the
theoretical,
Defiant,
Lieutenant
right?
Pickard. The energy initially released is infinitesimally small, but boosts itself until the power finally released is comparable to our photon torpedoes.
So it's a
The technical
time
journals
bomb?
discussing the possibilities indicated it would create a weapon of greater range than those we have now, if not a greater punch.
The machinery to deliver these cartridges would be an engineering feat as well, Captain.
Well, we have weapons delivery systems right here with the same markings on them. So, I mean,
Unique, Captain. I believe these
Power
plus
boosters.
2.
The technical
the machine.
okay, what else do we need to scan? We need to scan the buttons. Nope,
Nothing
we can't
to
scan the buttons. Scan the claw.
seem to be part of a loading system for
It
the
is fully functional. That's good.
I would probably say before pressing the buttons.
I don't want to press the buttons.
You probably need to press the buttons to load it or use the claw or something. Or unless there's a passage more beyond that door there.
So I have a guide that I just skimmed through to make sure we didn't get so horribly stuck as we did last time. And it says we need to click on the buttons, but I don't see any reason why we would do that if the guy didn't say to.
Just start pushing buttons and see if
If
it
you've got
happens.
buttons to
It's
push.
dangerous.
To do the...
How about I just walk in here and don't try to blow up the ship by pressing random weapons buttons?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like your style.
But no, it's not my style because I'm on the ship. I need to get off the ship, then blow it up. What's this emerald?
You look but see nothing of note.
It's nothing of note.
This seems to be
What
the
if you
main
blow up the
monitoring
Enterprise
station
instead?
for the beds. Above it
What
is some
beds?
sort of dispensary.
Wait, yeah,
This
what?
seems to be the main monitoring
get
station
high.
for the beds.
And
So
there's
look at
some
the
kind of
beds in the
dispensary.
background.
Small containers of oddly colored liquids.
Jewel pods?
There's obviously a med bay.
Yeah.
Jewel
Oh, there's the beds.
pods.
Here's
Tide
the beds over
pods.
here.
We found a transport full of Generation
but see nothing.
Z.
Can I go lay down on the bed? What?
Nope.
Wait, where did you...
Oh, you went through the door.
Why? That's not a door.
Oh,
That's a
now
door.
Mud is here.
Mud's there.
How is Mud here? How did...
Oh, he just took a green tube and he's hiding it behind his bag.
Oh,
God.
idiot.
Jim, that doesn't look good at all. Harry, let me take a look at you and check whether that had some deleterious
Now, how about we
effect.
let him die?
No, you're all space aliens. You're little grey men from inside the hollow Earth. You want to experiment on
Well,
my
I mean,
body parts.
Spock is a green
Stay
man, but he's
away
not
from
really
me.
little.
Deleterious effects. I guess I don't even need my tricorder to know that.
No,
You mind control me, kidnap my children, dissect my dog.
If we can get him on one of the beds and get it active, I think he can be
Sounds
cured.
like a fun time to
Otherwise,
me.
He's likely to become increasingly violent.
Phone
Stay away from me.
why would the phone
Stun.
disconnect?
Save new game.
Okay.
Crazier,
Done.
Harry.
I don't
Not
think
kill.
the phaser will have the usual effect, Captain. We'll have to think of something
Wait,
else.
why?
Yaha! I feel faster, smarter, strong enough to take you all on. You're really lizard men wearing human masks.
What he's doing is he's just rolling through all the conspiracy theories that people believe now.
I know you for
Just
what you
say,
really are.
chemtrails.
Hollow Earth,
are the
Grey
chemtrails.
Aliens,
And
Lizard
then
Men.
Where will you be?
I mean,
Chemtrails is too new for this game.
Chemtrails?
let me go get the red shirt kills real quick.
He just punched it.
He's unnaturally strong, Captain. I can't take him down.
And so you just walk back? How about
So what are you
Spock?
here
Spock's
for?
pretty strong. He's a Vulcan. You got it, Spock.
It's...
Oh, Harry Mudd didn't even react to
Oh.
Spock. Okay, that's good.
All yours now, Dr. McCoy.
Just because he's so too special, we can use the Vulcan nerve pinch.
I guess we use McCoy on
I
Mudd.
need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Use McCoy on
I certainly
panel.
see nothing there calling for a ship's doctor.
But it's a medical console. Okay.
Have him use the medical
I failed to
tricorder on
see
the
the-
tubes?
Medical tricorder on
Nothing
Mudd
there
first.
requiring a ship's doctor.
Really?
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Wow.
It would be
Well.
interesting to analyze them back aboard the Enterprise, but these are probably vaccines, medicines, and research viruses.
Do they pose any threat to us, Doctor?
Yes, obviously.
None seems likely to have any effect on human or Vulcan physiology. Be on
How?
the safe side,
You just-
though,
we
I
just-
wouldn't recommend
but
taking a
he took it-
spoonful from one of the capsules.
Yeah.
Dr. McCoy, are you
Dialogue
some kind of
should have
idiot?
happened
before Harry
you
Mudd
had-
came in.
Yeah, you're supposed
There's
to have that
nothing there
dialogue before
requiring
Harry
a
was
ship's
there.
doctor.
But, so... okay.
The developers made certain assumptions that you would click certain things in a certain sequence, and well,
There's
Ryan
nothing
being
there.
Ryan,
I didn't even want to leave the room. This was triggered by me accidentally leaving. And I was just trying to use a bed. Because that does not look anything like a door.
they should have put a failsafe to prevent this event from happening until you've already examined the tubes.
Or they could have just changed the dialogue and said,
Or
like, "Ooh, I
just
guess
change
those are dangerous.
dialogue,
Those
yeah.
have some deleterious effects."
Yeah.
What about a science tricorder?
Yeah,
Nothing
that's too
to
much
report.
effort for a game of this
Nothing
type.
to Nothing to report. Nothing.
Can I have the red shirt go scoop up the
He
mystery
looks
liquid?
at you with a puzzled expression.
No. Okay.
I think Spock has nothing to report, Ryan. Nothing to report.
Can I make the red shirt? Hang on, red shirt, go. Use red shirt. No, I can't make the red shirt pick something up.
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
Okay, we're just gonna leave Harry here.
The aliens, Jim.
There is another room back there.
What is this? I mean, I have another dodecahedron. Do you want
Nothing
that?
happens.
Look at everything.
Do you think he likes the D12s that have sparkles in them, or the ones that are solid colors,
You
or
see
the
a
ones that are
plain gray
made of
screen.
iron?
Wait, what?
You see a plain...
The screen isn't what I'm trying to look at, game. Did you not notice there's a weird floating orb?
You look but see
It looks
nothing
like a TIE fighter.
a
Kinda.
control
Solar panel.
console from which operators run
It
the
does.
ship. A control
Control
console
console?
from which operators run the ship. You look but see...
Is there nothing in here besides the control console from which operators control the ship? I mean, every time we see hanging wires, I think we need to grab it. Because that's a repeated puzzle. But these don't seem interactable.
You look but see...
Question: Is Harry Mudd's voice actor the same as in the original series?
I think so. That sounded like him. It's been a while since I've seen TOS, though.
If it's not
Mr.
him, it's
Spock,
someone
come
doing
take
a
look at
very
this.
good
This
impression.
is evidently the main bridge. What do you make of it?
All right, Spock. You
Can
Spock on
somebody look
This
it
computer.
is
up?
clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe two things.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
Okay.
This shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are 2 stations.
That may be, Doctor. But if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank. And
What else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
these people have a fixation for the number 6.
The number
and
6.
even divisors and multiplicans thereof.
Maybe they just
3s
count
and
in base
12s
6.
in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understand.
Maybe because they have 3 fingers.
That would be 2 fingers and 1 thumb.
Okay, well, let's go use
Like,
the other
Maybe they
console.
have 3.
Take a look.
Maybe they have 3
This
digits.
station.
I tried
You know
using him
what?
on the
Now
right
that you-
one, but that didn't do anything.
Now that they put it that way, anybody who had visited Earth
This appears
would
to be
think that
some
we're
sort of-
all obsessed with the number 10.
I found
Uncontrollably
Yeah.
obsessed with it.
I found a little screwdriver or something. What is this? What is that? A sonic?
A multi-purpose repair tool.
Okay, multi-purpose repair tool. So I need to fix something. Well, I do know one thing that's broken right now. How multi-purpose
Nothing
is
happens.
it? Not that multi-purpose.
Nothing happens.
It is not the original actor.
It's not. Really good voice though.
Mm.
Good impression.
Well,
He gets the
That's
the
a shame.
cadence and everything correct.
Not the original
So the
from who? From where?
who played Harry Mudd in the series? Did he pass away, or
No.
was he just not available?
Tom
Well, the
Weiner.
computer is I think.
I don't know.
The
Actually,
voice actor was Tom Weiner.
Okay, so I
It
want
looks to me like the
That machinery
What?
in the middle of the room, however, is like nothing I recognize. And I thought I had seen just about everything.
It looks to me like these people knew how.
Okay. It looks like these people knew how to defend themselves. Okay. Okay.
Save new game. Replace save.
New game.
Is this green stuff all around the place new?
No, I think that was there before. I can't use it at any rate. I want the red shirt to start pressing the buttons, so if this destroys the ship, I can blame him.
He looks at you with a puzzle.
So Mudd
He
was
looks at
played
you.
by Roger
looks at-
C. Carmel from in the original series.
Okay. I'm not allowed to use the red shirt on the buttons, so I guess I have to use Spock on the buttons.
I want the claw to grab the red shirt and load him in a torpedo tube and fire him out into space.
This feels like we're launching a giant chemical weapon into space.
The device has finished loading.
Why are we launching a chemical weapon?
I think you're loading the capsule with the explosive, right? And now we're launching the capsule. Oh, never mind. Now
Okay,
we're
so
unloading.
blue is take it out.
He's charging it.
Oh, sorry. Blue is put it in, yellow's take it out, and I assume
yeah.
pink is fire.
The device has
Yeah.
been
Lock onto the Enterprise and fire.
So, by the way, when I put this tube back in, notice that the sprite clips and does not interact well with Captain Kirk's sprite. The depth is wrong on it.
Oh yeah. It just kind of drops on him. Yeah,
The device has finished.
All right. Pink to fire.
that's wrong. That's wrong.
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery. However,
Why are we
I've
trying to-
already examined
okay.
the weapons console, and the main
After
weapons
all, it was
battery
made in-
on this ship was
It was
completely
made in
destroyed in the action,
made in
which
the
made her
90s, so
derelict.
technology
Mr. Scott
wasn't
would have to go
really
over this
advanced back
thoroughly,
then.
but I would
Also,
recommend we try
really
to
better.
take this weapon with us to the Enterprise.
I don't think we should tinker with technology we don't understand, Spock, and I'm surprised you'd suggest such a thing.
No, I definitely want the weapon.
I agree
Yeah.
that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. I don't think I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to
That doesn't
Enterprise.
look like you're gonna
Kirk to
actually be able
Enterprise.
to.
Wait, if we beam it over there and then the Enterprise just explodes, is that going to end the game?
Probably, but I saved
Yes.
pretty recently.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
Besides, you're not on the Enterprise right now. You're here.
Yeah. Ent, Noi, Trans.
Hmm.
Do I have to click that again and then choose a
I
different
believe,
dialogue?
Captain. However, Mr. Scott...
I don't think we should. I agree that we should take... I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to
It
Enterprise.
just says the same thing.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Why?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Wow.
What was the point of that? Okay, what do we want to do next? We can't take the weapon right now because there's some kind of disruption in the communication system.
What's the actual problem we're trying to solve again at this point?
Harry Mudd
Apparently
needs to be
trying to
cured
heal
of a
my-
disease,
have no
but
idea.
Dr.
We're
McCoy
trying to
can't use the
revive Harry
controls
Mudd,
because it's too
yeah.
alien.
I don't
So
know
we
why.
have figured out
Can we
basic
proceed?
operation of the weapons. Try spot on the control panel here.
I certainly see nothing.
Use?
Can we have Spock smash control panel?
I fail to see the logic in
Yeah, no,
that action.
Somo, I failed to see the logic in that action. I don't know why you even suggest
Gemmas
that.
look like the capsules we might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend experimenting with them, though. Alien physiology or not, you can never be sure what unusual chemicals will do to the human body.
I mean, that seems
Do
fair.
it.
I noticed that the spill is gone, though. I don't know where that went.
I don't think it left a residue behind.
No, it did. There was
the green thing on the floor.
I kept
Oh,
trying to
okay.
get the red shirt to use it, and he wouldn't do it.
Get the red shirt to roll around in the spill.
Yeah. Can we go
Lap it up
anywhere
off the
else? Is
floor.
there a hidden passage?
What about the triangle? Is a triangle a door?
Yeah, that leads to the
Yeah,
control
Yeah, I've been
room.
through there. That's the bridge.
That's
Oh, okay.
the bridge
Can
is
you
this
look out the
triangle,
window?
and then the weapons bay is this left triangle. I'm just seeing if there's hidden passages anywhere down here. The game
They
just doesn't.
wouldn't do that to you, would they?
Yes, it would. It 100% would.
You look but see
No, I can't even look at the window.
Can you look at the panels on by the beds? Like directly underneath Mud's head, there's like a little access door.
Directly beneath Mud's head, there's an... Wait, what?
Oh,
Where am I now?
Oh,
Where are
What?
we now?
they would do
How
that.
did I get
to
here?
you.
This is the honeycomb room.
Wait, I thought... Wait, where... What?
We went
Oh,
out
look, there was
through
a
the
secret
back
passage
here.
down to the south that the game didn't tell me about. It looks like the game would do that to me.
Looks like that one column broke off, and maybe you have to put it back on.
I do have a multi-purpose repair tool, but first off, the first thing you need to do is look at and then scan everything.
And then you
the
have the red
sphere
shirt
in the
touch
middle of this
everything.
console appears to be some sort of control mechanism.
Okay.
Some sort of
From which the
control
ship can be
mechanism.
The
operated.
data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled
Selectors.
from the console platform.
What did you say again?
You look
Hang on,
but
I was
see-
too busy thinking about selectors.
The data view screen is
Yeah.
operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
The console platform. Okay, try to look at the confetti. There's no pixels on the confetti. Anything else? No, it looks like that's it.
This platform contains the control console
Ooh,
for the
computer
ship's
library.
computer library. Data may be accessed by using this console.
Then we can learn how to use the weird medicines.
Apparently an information data screen, something like the display readers on the Enterprise.
Okay, yeah, it's a screen. It's fine. I can't interact with that top sphere. Oh, I thought I saw a clickable. That might have been the red shirt.
You remember his data reader that he looks into on the bridge, when
Yeah.
he's going through the archives? You think maybe as a joke they ever put like a little shoe polish or something around the thing so he'd look in and then he looked up and he have a nice black raccoon eyes?
Maybe. I'm going to tell Spock to go
This
use this
seems
thing.
to activate the ship's computer bank control node. Given the aliens' predilection for multiples of 3,
Multiples of 3.
it may
We
be
were. It
possible
was 6
to use
before.
our tricorders
I understand
to
that 6
decipher
is a
the
multiple of
information
3, but
carried in
keep it
these
straight.
data banks.
That would be quite a find, Jim. This is an alien race unknown to us, and they are certain to have knowledge new to us.
What, like
Were the
multiples of 6?
universal
I think we know
translator
about
available,
those.
This would be simple.
With the Enterprise out of range, that's not an option, Mr. Spock. What else can you do?
I believe if
Wait,
Dr.
but
McCoy and I...
this game just said we don't have personal translators.
We may be able to process enough sample
Wow.
data to get a basic understanding of the aliens' computer system.
Because I haven't seen enough
This
of the
will
original series
completely tie
to
up
know
both
that,
our
but
tricorders
I didn't realize
for
that
an
was a
extended
thing.
amount of
It's
time,
not a
however.
thing. This game made it up.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Also, I
This
need to
seems
look at that
act-
That would
again.
be quite a...
We're the universal.
With the Enterprise,
I believe if Dr. McCoy and I conjoin our
process
two
enough sample
tricorders,
data to get a basic
we may
understanding
be
of the
able
computer
to
system.
process enough sample data to get a basic understanding of the
Conjoin
alien's
2 of our
computer
tricorders. Okay. Use tricorder on tricorder. Well, no. Use what? Use tricorder on tricorder. Okay, I guess I can't
Maybe
use that.
just have McCoy use his tricorder and Spock will automatically do
There's
the thing.
nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Maybe have Spock use the tricorder.
But I just used the tricorder twice.
Both our tricorders are now working on
This game
basic
sucks.
processing of the alien's computer data system. The tricorders are not the equal of the universal translator, but we should be able to retrieve basic information and get an insight into their culture and life systems. I don't believe we could have gotten even this far had we not deduced their fixation on base 6 mathematics and aesthetics.
So I used the science tricorder twice, and it just
Tricorders are
repeated the
again
dialogue.
available
Then I
for
used it a
general
third
use.
time, and it did
The
something
alien
different.
ship's computer data is now accessible from the ship's library. I believe I have downloaded enough information to our tricorders to enable operation of most of the ship's controls, Captain.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds positive.
Most of the ship's control. Now there's another door off to the right, another triangle. I want to look at it. What's? Oh, it just leads me back. Okay.
So you could have got there from a while ago, apparently, if you went left that way.
Now maybe I can use McCoy on computer.
I certainly see nothing there calling for a ship's doctor.
It's medical instruments, Doctor
I
McCoy.
failed to see the
Yeah, I fail to see the logic in that action, Ryan.
Okay. Maybe now that I have the information about the aliens, I can scan these for better information.
It would be interesting to analyze them back aboard.
do they pose any...
None seems like...
No. Regular
nothing
tricorder.
to
No.
report. Nothing to report.
Huh. Huh. What? Maybe we can use the bridge controls again to do something.
Right here to don't be an idiot like you always are, but...
Thanks
you're
to the
talking to
library
me.
computer data, limited though it is,
No, Mutt.
these primary controls give me access to
Communications.
Okay, so here's
View
something.
screen.
done.
Wait, what? How come when the first two choices are said by Captain Kirk and choice 3 is said by Leonard Nimoy?
Communications.
They
View screen.
possibly had his
Done.
voice line
View
from
screen.
elsewhere in the game and they just
Done.
used it
View
here.
screen. Communications.
And I
View screen.
view screen? I don't know what I was
I guess
expecting.
Maybe we
Universe
see.
looks about
We should
like
see
it
if we
did
can talk to the
the last
Enterprise
time we
over the
saw it.
communication channel.
Communications.
Yeah, I want
View screen.
I
I
guess
wanted
the
to do
universe
that.
looks a lot like it did the last time we saw it.
Scotty, report.
The Alassi pirates have been driven off, Captain. We have damage and injuries among the crew.
Oh yeah,
We just
there were
arrived
pirates. I
here a few
forgot
minutes
about
ago,
them.
And we've been trying to raise you on the communicators.
The local star seems to be acting up. Will there be a problem with the transporter? I want you to beam up the landing party.
Wait, right now?
And I also want you to lock onto and beam aboard an alien mechanism we came across.
We can do it, Captain, no problem. At least right now, but the situation is only going to get worse. Are you
We'll just
ready to
leave.
beam over now?
No, we want to look around
Yeah.
some more. We'll call you on this channel when we're ready. Yes, bring us home, Mr.
Oh my
Scott.
God, do we-
No, I need to have a word with Harry Mudd before we go. No, we want to look around some more.
Okay,
We'll call you on
so
this channel
if
when
I
we're
were
ready.
strictly following the plane as terrible Captain Kirk,
Yes, bring
this
us
would be a
home, Mr.
perfect time
Scott.
to beam up. But I want to play as terrible Captain Kirk and also not miss out on all the actual puzzles and content.
No, I need to have a word with Harry Mudd before we go.
I
Okay.
don't have a word with them now then.
I still don't know how to have a word with him.
Just chat with him, I suppose.
But
that might work.
he's unconscious.
To specifically say to have a word with him.
That's probably the best conversation you'll have with him.
Quite true, quite true. That's the other side, it's the right.
Oh wait, there's buttons over here. But that's not where... Okay. Can I use these buttons? No, these are fake buttons.
Where are you going?
Apparently over here.
Well,
Hang on,
you
this
can
ship
get back
also
to the
doesn't
road
make
later.
Euclidean sense. Because if I go up from here... Right? Okay, I went north. North.
No, that's west.
No, it isn't.
You came from the left there.
Yeah, and now I'm going north again.
Yeah, north in respect to this room, but not in respect to the previous room.
So, wait.
Maybe the rooms are triangle shaped, so you know.
God, that's
You're
so
going
slow.
west by going
So
north.
I go north, and from the north I come west, and then I go north. Once the animation finishes. Actually, I'm just going to save here so I don't have to walk all the way back.
Save and replay.
So I went
That's
officially
west.
north, east, north, south. No, wait, go back. North, east, north. I forgot what I was doing already.
You're going down the bottom, which would be south. You went north, you went west, then you went south, then you're going east again. It works perfectly fine.
South, east. But that doesn't make sense. I just did a
That
loop
does.
around the ship.
You go north through this wall, then you go west, then
No,
you
I
go
went east.
south, and then you go east. No, go north. Go north that way. You go
Yeah.
in there. You come from
North?
the left.
Come from the left, and
Yes,
so I'm
that's
walking
that's the
to
south.
the east.
So you came from the south that way through that door, and then so west is therefore at the top of this room.
I have a plan. Now, this isn't... I'm not going to be able to get this to show up on Discord. So I need to just, switch over to the stream. So how did we walk here? Right, this is the weapons room here. We walked north and then came out this way, and that connected to the med bay. Yeah?
No, that's not what it's implying.
That's exactly what it
just
implied. What are you
changed.
talking about?
You just headed straight north into that room. It doesn't show you going east at all.
But it does, right here. Look. The door is to the west.
That's just changing the orientation of the room to make it look better. That's not saying that you've gone any other direction.
Okay, let's assume that that is correct. And let's map this place. So
Well,
we went
assume that's
north
the
and we
intention, 'cause
came
that's
in
the way
this
it
way.
works.
Then the door was to the left of that, so it's over here. And that's the bridge. Wait.
Yes.
Bridge, med bay, weapons. Okay, now let me go back to the game for a second.
And then you go south.
Well, no, because the perspective is still shifted. Because look, if we're walking south, now we walk north from this perspective, and when we come out of it, we're facing that same way.
No, the entrance there is from the right. It's a bit of an odd camera layout, but that is the layout. If you go right, you go back into the med bay. Or essentially right. It's not.
So it's actually like
laid up correctly.
there's a door.
Are there hexagon-shaped rooms? Is that what we're doing here? I mean, it's...
So there's a door
Also, that
here,
is true.
but then from the bridge there's another door right there, leading to a room. Because it's just to the side of it.
No.
Yes. That's exactly what's happening.
They're probably talking about hexagonal rooms.
Mhm.
So that's why it's positioned in that way. You just can't see that it's hexagonal in some of them. Because this room's hexagonal, the med bay is hexagonal. The other two rooms, we can't see the hexagonal shape.
What if you go through the door
So
on the right?
That door
now?
we came from, that's clockwise from that door. So clockwise from that is up here.
Instead of them being squares, make them into hexagons. I think that will solve the issue.
Yeah, it's hexagonally shaped. You can see that the medbay and the control room, or whatever this room is hexagonal. The other one.
I'm obsessed with the number 6.
And then we walk to the right, and we end up somehow, as if by some evil magic, on the left side of the weapons room.
Hexagonal. It's just because they're hexagonal. That's shape. That solves all the problems.
Okay, the fact that I drew a square was arbitrary. It can be whatever shape, it doesn't matter. The point is they walked this way and that way.
They went north. It's northwest. The general direction is north, west, south. Therefore, you're back to where you start.
I think there's a fix, and it's a hexagon.
Yeah.
So I can.
How about this?
Draw this up in paint real fast. Hold on.
How about I stop stalling because I'm stuck on the puzzle and do the puzzle?
Yes, let's do that.
I don't know what to do,
with Mud? Have you spoken to Mud?
Mud's unconscious. I can try. I don't think it's going to work, though, because he's literally unconscious.
It is what the option said.
Yeah, but...
It doesn't even give me dialogue saying no. I just can't do anything. I'm clicking on him.
Right.
Grab a container.
Oh, there's a hexagon tool in paint. Nice.
Oh, there we go. You did something.
Somehow I'm allowed to use the grab there, but I'm not allowed to use the touch. Did I even get it? You didn't say anything, McCoy. What is this? Use it on Mud, I guess.
Nothing happens.
Try to order it?
This makes no sense.
The capsules slide into the machinery on the bed exactly as they're designed to. I'm telling the program, our physiology is not the same as the
How are you
aliens'
telling it that,
physiology.
Doctor?
Don't want it to try to cure us of being human.
That would be too much to hope for, would it not, Doctor?
Particularly when we're talking
That's
about
racist.
Harry Mudd.
Okay.
I'm not
Now
sure
he-
that puzzle solution makes sense, but, I mean, okay.
Right,
Use-
it's hallucinogenic because he's not the original species.
Okay, Harry, you should start to feel better in a few minutes. Just lie there quietly until you feel like
Is he
moving.
going to suddenly sit up and start yelling?
Oh, give me something for this headache, Doc. A herd of Molly tree elephants landed behind my
Molly
eyeballs.
tree elephants?
Mating dance.
What's a tree elephant? Alright, at any rate, we can probably talk to... No? I can't talk to him.
What?
What?
You can't talk to him even though he just was talking.
Talk!
Try leaving the room.
Use...
If you go back to the weapons bay or the other area, then it might.
Save new game.
Alright, let me save. Woke up Mud. Just walk anywhere else and then walk back in and maybe that'll trigger something, yeah. Because it did say to rest for a few minutes. Nope, don't go that way, don't go that way, Kirk.
Why,
What?
Captain,
Oh.
I see you got this machine
What?
to work. I tried to get it up and running for the longest time.
How did you get here?
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
No, don't help yourself, this is mine.
Get away from that this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Help yourself, Harry. Get away from that this instant.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Oh, you idiot.
Talk about use gun on man.
Oops.
Yeah.
Mud, did you know what you just did?
I hate
That
you so
knowledge was
much, Harry.
priceless, and you've just destroyed it forever.
Gun.
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
No.
Maybe you need to get the data before you revive Mud.
I did
Alright,
get the
so-
data.
Harry
I
Mudd
did.
hopes he can make it back.
I have a hexagon grid
You fail to
Oh my
obtain.
in Discord chat, so now we need to label the rooms.
You fail to.
See if the doors make sense.
Well, hang on. Let me finish this bit of the puzzle first while I remember what to do. Harry Mudd just broke the thing. He dropped something into it, but I don't think I can grab it. What I do have is a repair
Nothing
tool,
happens.
which does
Nothing
nothing. Never
happens.
mind, I don't know how to solve it.
You have
There's another ball on the wall.
Dodecahedron.
I do, but that's a small
Nothing
one.
happens. Nothing happens.
Can you remove the broken one?
Harry Mudd hopes he can make it back to his ship and get away in one piece.
Can I pick this one up?
You fail to obtain anything.
Okay.
Use phaser on ball.
Don't you remember the Prime Directive, Captain?
What's that have to do with the Prime Directive?
Jim, you should relax. Jim, you should relax.
It's an ancient derelict.
Okay, I'm lost again. Did we just lose this part? We might have just lost.
Yeah, it's my guess. So the red room is beneath the weapons room, sort of, on the one angle.
Okay, fine. Let me open this up in Paint, and we can all do it together. We can all, while we think about that puzzle, sort out how this is supposed to work. Okay, there's that. In fact, I might be able to stream it. Yeah. Okay, so now that's streaming on Discord and on YouTube. Okay. So, let's say we start here in the center, in this weapons room. This is the weapons room here.
I think you might have to go down one to have enough room, but...
Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. There. Weapons room. From here, we go north, and that connects to the med bay. From the med bay, the perspective shifts, so this is now to the west. Let me go back to that room and figure out the perspective. You can see the perspective on YouTube. And now, which... That's on the adjacent. Adjacent clockwise.
Right.
Yep.
So go back to the
adjacent
hexagons.
Clockwise is this way. And that's the bridge.
Yep, there. Bridge.
Now when we go to the bridge, this is where things start getting screwy. Because the door is right here. That's a wall there. That's not a door. The wall's here. The door's here. And then the door is also here.
So we assume that it's not the side, but it's the bottom part of the hexagon.
If I click on the side...
So I think we got it. I think it's good.
No, I can't...
I think it's not...
There's a door...
We can't see it behind there as to how exactly the hexagon lines up there, or even if it is exactly the same.
Let's be generous and assumes it's on the adjacent counterclockwise. To the left, at anyway, from that perspective.
You gotta turn your head so that the view screen is one of the flats on the left of the map.
From the perspective we walked in, the view screen has to be here.
No, the one above it.
Why?
Because think about it.
I am thinking about it.
It's gotta be the one above it. Just draw it on the one above it and then think about where you leave the room. It makes more sense.
I'm thinking about we walked in.
You're leaving to the right, and then to the left is another.
I'm not leaving to the right. I'm leaving
exit.
down.
But to the right and down, because to the right and left takes you to the red room.
That's what. It has to be connecting here. This connection has to be true.
It is a bit of an odd layout, that is definitely true.
Here's what's happening. We take the door that's here in the med bay, and we go through this way, and then there's a second door here.
If you do it my way, it works.
Your way doesn't make sense.
We can't see the back end of the hexagonal. We can in fact only see one side of the hexagonal.
Strictly through game mechanics, there are two doors on the bottom side. One's on the right bottom, one's on the left bottom.
Yes, but
with the current orientation,
there's a hexagon behind that, then
hang on.
It could be any of the three sides.
Look at the orientation of the hexagons here. This isn't, for that to work, it would have to be. Let me draw this in a different color. It would have to be a hexagon like this. It would have to be at a different angle.
I just linked it into Discord chat. It makes sense because then you come in from the left of the weapons room. No, you're not. You don't have to rotate the hexagon.
We
Just
do have to
your
rotate
head.
the hexagon because for both the doors to be on the same relative wall, this would have to be the door from the medbay, and this would have to be the other door that's on the left.
Or look at
We
the
can't
one I
see
just.
the back
I
end
just-
of the
I just
hexagon. The back end that we can't see covers 3 sides of the hexagon.
Y'all are crazy.
Right. So what I'm saying is you're not going through the back
not
of the
saying
you're
that
not going through the
it's
back
rolling
flat
out.
side of the hexagon. You're not going directly across from the view screen. You're going to the facet on the bottom right to go to the med bay, and the facet on the bottom left to go to the red room. And then when you go to the facet on the upper right on the red room, it takes you to the left side of the weapons bay, and it all works.
When we walk into this room, the view screen is directly in front of us. It's not to the side, it's directly in front
But
of
it's
us.
the perspective is rotating. It's not the room that's rotating.
When it doesn't
Wait,
the perspective doesn't matter. It's in front of us. That's a relative position.
We can say that it's not well set out, but that is
The camera is moving. The camera is moving.
It doesn't matter that the camera's moving. When we walk in, it's directly on the opposite side of where we walked in.
Look at the map I posted.
The map you
It makes
posted doesn't
sense
match
this
up with what's happening in the game. It doesn't match.
We can't see.
Go
those
down. Go to the
back
red
3
room.
sides.
Go to the red room, and you go to the bottom left, right? Okay.
You come in
and then when you go to the upper right, the right door on the that goes back to the bridge.
I know it goes back to the bridge. I was trying to figure out which door you were talking about.
The right door on the upper half of the hexagon, right?
This
That
room
goes to
is
the weapons
also
room,
not
right?
hexagonal. This is a square room,
Well,
and both doors are on the same.
It's hexagonal based on the roof, based on the ceiling.
They're clearly on the same wall.
It's not well drawn.
It's poorly
That's just
drawn,
it.
but the ceiling is a hexagon.
We have to go based on how it's drawn, though. You can't just make assumptions to be generous to the ship. The whole point is the fact that it's drawn wrong.
I'm not saying it's well drawn. It's just that's the way it works.
The whole point is that's not how it works, because that's not how it's drawn.
It works this way.
It works that way, yes, but the way that it works is not the way that it's drawn, which is what I'm talking about.
It works in a fashion that
You're just
we
making
can
up a layout of a
understand
ship.
in fashion. No, we're not making up.
I've never heard anybody get into such an argument about hexagons that wasn't playing a tabletop RPG.
You're making up a completely different layout that's different from the one we're seeing on screen to make it fit.
No,
No,
it's just describing the layout in a different fashion.
That's the same. Oh my god!
Yeah.
We're not going with your alternative facts. There is the way that it's drawn on screen, and that's it. And the way that it's drawn on screen does not
The
match.
camera is changing.
It doesn't
the camera
matter.
is changing.
The point is it's on the opposite wall, which is a relative position, which doesn't matter about the absolute relative rotation of the camera.
Right. We have to make inference. I'm gonna put where the camera is in each drawing as a blue dot.
Okay, here's an alternative thing here. Right. So let me make a new thing. Hexagon. Wait, am I drawing an octagon? Hang on, I have to remember how hexagon. Whatever, close enough. There's a hexagon. From the way we walk in, the view screen is on the opposite side. So if we walk in here, then the view screen's here. It doesn't matter. If we walk in here, the view screen's here. If we walk in here, the view screen's here. It doesn't matter. It's always on the opposite side. The perspective doesn't matter. The rotational perspective does not matter. It's always on the opposite side of where we walked in.
Alright.
Okay. We need to solve the puzzle.
I'm putting the camera's positions on the map.
Okay. So according to the walkthrough, we were supposed to use our small dodecahedron on the thing before it blew up. Not just the tricorder, which we did use. We were supposed to use the dodecahedron on it.
The image, I didn't actually put the view screen, but the image I posted is what the camera perspective is showing us in the command center. Green is where you enter from the med bay, and red is where you leave into the control center, whatever it is.
The red room?
Yeah. We just simply don't see the back half of the hexagon.
I'm just trying to find Mud. Where did he go?
Because he ran around.
Here he is. Talk. Wait,
might
use
need to
mouth
load
on
the
Mud.
older one.
Kirk, my friend, when have I ever given you the slightest...
There
We're gonna
was
make
a
out with
time
him?
that you tried.
Okay, this is the same
Wish your
dialogue.
luck, Harry.
They just ended back at the beginning,
Kirk,
apparently.
after all we've been through...
Do you want a
Nothing
dodecahedron? Do you want a repair tool?
Nothing happened.
Do you want a lens? Oh yeah, what was I supposed to
Hey,
use this
broke a different
explosive
thing this
degrimer
time.
for? Can I use explosives in the weapons room?
Maybe you gotta do it in the med bay.
I'm trying. I have to wait for the animation to finish. The really, really long animation.
Maybe you use it in the red room with the thing on the ceiling.
I'm using it on everything. There's a thing on the bridge here. Wait, if I stand directly below this control sphere on the bridge. Nothing. What a ripoff. Okay.
Got some cheap fireworks there.
Stand directly below this control sphere. What?
It's funny, I was watching the YouTube stream and I was hearing the Discord sound effects. I'm like, why is this so out of sync?
Can I explode this display? This doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know what the point of the degrimer is.
To show you that he's just making stuff from nothing. Or from random bits and bobs, I suppose.
Can I launch the weapon?
No, because the weapon thing was destroyed.
We have a repair tool.
As in, it was annihilated. Obliterated.
I want to get the dialogue again.
And you've beat... Oh, no, you haven't
I
beaten
believe,
it.
Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery. However, I've already examined the weapons console, and the main weapons battery on this ship was completely destroyed in the action, which made her a derelict. Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly, but I would recommend we try...
I don't think we should... I agree. I'll try to raise the ship.
We
Kirk
should
to
be able to
Enterprise.
raise the Enterprise
Kirk
now.
to Enterprise.
No. Why?
Because it's the same dialogue set options set.
Where is the life support system? Was that the thing that Harry blew up? No, that was a library computer console. There's supposed to be a life
You might
support
need to-
system somewhere.
If you want to complete this puzzle, you may need to go back and do it before Fenton closes it.
There
destroys
must
it.
be a way to complete it because the game hasn't ended.
No, it's just you can head back to the Enterprise and ignore the puzzle.
We haven't gone into that room. There's another hidden room. Where's the hidden room? Where's the secret room? Why is there secret rooms? Can we go off to the left here? No, I already tried that. Is there another walk toward the camera secret room down here? Can't walk this way. Can I walk to the left? No. South of the room you first beam into with Harry. And there's no way to cancel this animation, so now he's just walking the wrong way. Thank you, Captain Kirk. Okay. We're going to that room, to the secret hidden room south, with no indication that there's a door there. Literally nothing indicating that there might be something
other
here.
times as well.
Oh my god, I hate this game. This is the worst game.
This is actually kind of bad.
A
So
saber
the
ship
other-
Does the
emergency life
final
support
Unity
generator
look a lot
generally
better
used for
now?
temporary life support during evacuation of small
Yes.
damaged ships.
Evidently, Mr. Mudd was unwilling to pay the price for a reliable salvage model.
This is Star Trek: The 25th Anniversary. It was an adventure game made in like the 20s.
Yeah.
It's just
It
that
was
old.
made like 1 year before a Final Unity.
Okay, first look at everything in the room.
A salvage lock hatch. A common
Why
type
is it-
used to
why
link
does
a
YouTube
derelict
say
to the
it's
ship
judgment
doing the
rights?
salvaging?
It appears that Harry Mudd
I like
managed
Judgment
to
Rights more
replace
than this game.
access hatch without significantly damaging the
I
alien
unfortunately
ship.
didn't
Will
watch those
wonders
ones.
never
Those
cease?
two.
It so far, in my estimation, I mean, there's still half the game left. It might surprise me, but so far, I would say Judgment Rights was the best, then a Final Unity, then this game.
Tall, transparent columns run through the ceiling.
Energy crackles in between the
the dodecahedrons inside.
duodecahedrons, and a bunch of triangle
You look but
buttons
see nothing.
that I can't do anything with, or that I can't look at
A
least.
large claw-like device.
Claw. That's a really annoying sound.
This life support generator is an unreliable model at the best. This life support generator is an unreliable.
Nothing.
Nothing
This life
happens.
support.
Okay. Can I use the buttons? Button.
This room appears to have been the alien ship's engine pod. A ship-to-ship access hatch and a temporary life support generator are evidently recent additions.
Okay.
This Save-A-Ship life support generator has seen a great deal of use. It was
Yeah,
never
no,
a
it's-
reliable model, being prone to break down without...
Properly connected with
It
warming
is-
alarms.
As one would expect, Mr. Mudd has sealed the hatch with his personal code. We can
I suspect that's a blessing in disguise, Mr. Spock.
An unusual matter-antimatter engine, reminiscent of the designs created by the Hoopoon of Segamus 4.
A Hoopoon?
This seems to be a crane of some sort, Captain. Currently, no power is running to it.
Okay, so we found the life support system, but I can't do anything with it. It's just kind of here. It doesn't need repaired. I'm open to suggestions. Anyone have any ideas whatsoever on what we're supposed to do?
Unfortunately, nothing comes to mind.
Can we get through the door that's melted somehow?
No. That's the door to Harry Mudd ship, and I can't get through.
Captain, I don't think we can open this hatch with phasers and still...
I doubt there's anything on...
Nothing. Phases on the reactor, that's a good idea.
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
No, that would be completely illogical.
Jim, stop trying to shoot.
We tried pushing all the
Making-
triangles.
I can't even interact with the triangles. If I try to interact with the triangle, it just scans the room. Triangles don't really exist.
Triangles are a lie
You failed
by
to
the
check-
mainstream media.
This
They are
Save-A-Ship...
Use red shirt on
He
life
looks at
support.
you.
Use McCoy on
I
life
certainly
support.
see nothing there.
Let me get out of this room so I stop that annoying sound. Okay. Okay.
Kirk, after all we've been through...
Okay. I'm very lost.
We might have to refer to the guide.
Use Spock on the blue button. We used Spock on the blue button in the weapons room. That loaded the torpedo. We might have
Can
to
we
reload
load mud into
before
the
we...
torpedo?
Save new
Let me
game.
make a new
Too
save.
many
Ah,
games.
gosh
Save.
dang it.
Replay.
Alright,
Delete. Replay.
Replace a previously saved game. Harry Mudd. Let me just... Okay. Yes, we used the pink button. It didn't do anything. So we went back a little ways. Now, if we go back in here, I want to get that trigger again with him here.
Why, Captain?
Yeah.
What?
I see you got this
I
machine to
reloaded.
work. I tried to get it up and
you
running for
reloaded
the
after you
longest
revived
time.
him.
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
Why, Kirk, I didn't think you had it in you. Thank you.
So this time we're not threatening to shoot him.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I can't do anything with this.
Nothing happens. Nothing.
It might need to be
Nothing
before
happens.
you awaken him entirely.
Okay, maybe. Maybe. Use dodecahedron on dodecahedron.
Yes.
You download major portions of the alien library onto the yellow spheroid.
Okay,
The yellow spheroid.
the yellow spheroid. Now is that all we needed?
Shiny dodecagons as long as one's hand. Highly reflective, shimmering with the prismatic rainbow look of oil on water.
Well, very poetic.
That might have just been a separate thing for completion, for enhanced completion.
Yeah, I
of
don't
the
think that was anything.
mechanic. That's the thing.
Unless it lets us use a different computer system. We used
This is the secondary station. With the limited understanding we now have of the library sensors, navigate, engineer,
What,
done.
what?
Sensors, done.
Wait.
Done.
Let me reload my broken save. And see if I can do that here.
I think he specifically said from the library computer, but it should be from what you had before.
Well, we were able to use the console on the right. That was the console on the left. That's a different console. We might just
Yeah.
be able to use it.
This is the secondary station. With the limited understanding we now
I
have
know
of
this
the
is the
library
secondary station.
sensors, navigation, engineer, done. Sensors.
Engineering.
Sensors.
The Enterprise is in combat
can we do with
a
engineering?
number of Elassie pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector. I read
Half a
debris
parsec?
identifiable with the
Spock,
pirates,
that's a
but
unit
they
of
continue
time.
To harass the Enterprise. Sensors.
No, it's a unit of
navigation.
distance.
Yeah.
That's a dig at George Lucas, Robo.
But they explained that the Kessel Run goes near a gravity well, so the faster your ship is, the less distance you need to take to go around the gravity well.
But does that compensate for the time distortion from getting so close to an a natural singularity?
That's why you measured it in distance and not in time.
Well, you have to measure it in time because of the time distortion.
Why?
Because of the time distortion.
Also,
The
it's a
computer
race,
reports
so
this ship is incapable of navigating anywhere at all.
Not in the movie
without
Solo,
major
it's not a
repairs.
race. They were just
We are definitely
hanging
dead
out.
in space until the Enterprise returns, Captain.
No, the Tesla run is
Sensors,
a spice run,
engineering.
so you're trying to get that through it without the Imperial interference.
The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power, Captain. Sensors,
just a dangerous
navigation
run.
done.
That was completely unhelpful, Spock. That console did nothing for us. I'm even, like, reading the guide, and it doesn't even match up with anything that I'm seeing on screen. Like, okay, let's see where we left off. Head to the library, answer Mud with number 1. That was the make him happy, don't shoot him at the dodecahedron thing. Then it wants us to head to engineering, which is the door on the right, then south twice.
Well, this is the save where you haven't got the data or
Yes.
haven't appeased it with the control thing.
This
as well.
is the prime timeline where we didn't do that.
The prime timeline.
So
hey,
what?
Captain,
How did you get here?
You wouldn't have seen my multi-purpose duver anywhere. I need to.
We just walked past you. This game makes.
something.
Are you still
No,
convinced
Harry,
this
but I
game
figure
makes
it's probably where
Euclidean
you'll
sense?
find your lost marbles.
Are you guys still going to try to argue that point?
It's just prompts.
Okay, so officially the game wants us to say number 2.
Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it.
I like that, actually. Thank you.
No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find. Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it.
It really can be a headache, Captain.
Yeah, you can't have it. It's mine.
Maybe I can find a spare somewhere else. Good luck. Goodbye.
Hi. Is he taking off? Is he leaving? Oh? That's bad.
That was a close one. Too close. If I ever get my hands on that no-good mud,
I would not suggest we take the time to seek him. This emergency could occur again. I would suggest we hasten our departure.
I mean, we can just leave.
What?
Oh god, he's coming back.
Opening it up again.
Was there a problem?
Mud, I ought to...
Gun!
Sorry, no
Gun!
time to chat. I'm a busy man, you know.
Gun!
Okay. He literally just popped out
Don't
to
you
say
remember
that.
the Prime Directive, Captain?
Yeah.
So if you go north, where are you? You're in the room with
I'm in the room we beamed
the
into.
rocks.
The rocks.
All right,
What?
and then you go
What?
north again.
He's got to be an android. This has to be android replicant Muds.
Holographic muds. And then north again is.
Wait, no, hang on. I need to scan this mud.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
I hate you, McCoy. I hate you so much.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Go to the weapons bay and use Spock to press the red button. It's not red, it's
we're gonna
pink,
blow
but
up
whatever.
mud. We're gonna blow up mud.
I believe, Captain, that this weapon. However, Mr. Scott would.
I don't think we should tinker. I agree that we should. I'll try to raise. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to.
No, we still can't do that. Use the door on the left to go to... I'm just reading off the thing. I don't care anymore. I'm reading the guide. Use the door on the left to go to the library. Use the science tricorder on the yellow sphere again, which was destroyed, so that's not going to do anything.
Nothing to report.
I have a plan.
You may have self-locked.
Thanks to the library.
Communications. Scotty, report.
The Onassi pirates have...
The local star seems to be acting up.
We can do it.
No, we want to look around. Yes, bring us home, Mr. Scott.
Bye.
Well, this will end it. It's just not completing it to the actual puzzle complete.
Yep. Bye, Mud.
We have read your report on the problems at
88%, we
and
did it.
evaluate your performance at 88%.
Wow, we're so good at this
You
game.
and your crew received 3
Why can I scroll here?
commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding.
Outstanding.
work,
We didn't actually
And
do
wired in that
anything.
alien contraption to the torpedo system. It should boost the ship's firepower, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I only wish you could wire Harry Mudd to a photon torpedo.
While you were away, Captain, I made some travel arrangements.
What was that point of the
that I
episode?
thought
We
you
did
would
literally
approve of.
nothing. We showed up and
Travel
looked around a bit,
I
and then
think
we
you'll
just
be happy
left,
to
and we got
know
88%.
that I've arranged for Stella Mudd to meet her long-lost husband on Starbase 7, sir.
Approved, Lieutenant.
We didn't solve
Take us
any
out of here
problems.
soon.
Yeah.
Feathered serpent.
Feathered serpent.
Captain's log, stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military
Oh my God, that
activity
mission took
in
an hour and a
Klingon
half.
sector near Krakow,
Well,
a
no.
planet on the edge of Klingon space.
And you didn't even do
Intelligence
anything.
indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who was responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail
renegade?
leading to the planet Zam-4.
Zam-4 and the Digifall system. Not digital,
We've been ordered by
Digifall.
Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discovered what happened on Krakow before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation and the Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
Once again.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
I feel like the Federation wins enough that they shouldn't be afraid of war with the Klingons.
Have you seen Discovery? It did not go well. They went to war with the Klingons and they lost.
Badly.
Well, that's Discovery.
Which is canon, by the way.
That was originally, and it's actually not just Discovery canon. There's not specifically the events which happened in Discovery, but the general idea was what happened in the original series.
So we're supposed to go to Digifall, which is here. Like I don't like Halo 4. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good game. I think the original Bungie games are a lot better. But it's still canon.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain
It
James
still
T. Kirk
happened.
of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
I am Commander Taras of the Nizra. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal.
Is it Harry Mudd?
We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once. You are in direct violation of the Organian
Strong
treaty.
words
If
there.
you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me.
Nah.
Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now. I think we can take care of ourselves.
I don't like any of
Taraz, which
these.
is more than I can say for you. If the Nizra does
You'd be
not
saying
leave
the same
Federation
thing to
space
me.
at once.
Appeal to ego.
You are in direct violation of the Organian treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space...
We are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain. You may do this for us.
Why does he sound
We
like Uther
insist that we
Lightbringer?
remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action, provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
12
Agreed.
hours.
Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately.
Okay, so that's the battle option.
Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation
I like
space.
the battle
You will
option.
pull
I
back
mean,
to the
the,
Organian neutral zone,
game's battle
and do
systems
so
are kind of
immediately.
weak, but it does let us kill a ship full of Klingons.
You want to save before you
I can't.
murder Klingons? Rip. I think you
Agreed.
saved towards the end of the
Vessels
last
of
mission,
war
right?
are not allowed in
Yeah, close
Federation
enough.
space.
I mean,
You will
after the
pull
last
back
mission, we
to the
just left,
Organian
so.
neutral zone.
In fact, I
And do
wonder if
so
you can
immediately.
speedrun that mission by just immediately going to the bridge and leaving, using the communications.
Yes. Yes, you can. We already had that
You
option.
probably still get 88%.
You're gonna get it up to 88
Agreed.
miles an hour.
I'm gonna save here.
Save, replay,
I need to delete a previous save. Delete all
said
this
agreed.
junk. Pollock's
Save
Goat
new
Person,
game,
I'll delete
replace,
that.
delete, preview.
The Rock,
Save new game,
we don't need
replay,
Dwayne
delete,
Johnson.
preview.
The Pollock's Dumb Puzzle.
Save new game, delete previous.
Kill the hostages, we
Save
did that
delete,
successfully, that
preview.
was good. Transmogrifier,
Save
that's
new
enough.
game.
If I'm ever in trouble, if I'm ever being held hostage, please do not send Ryan.
Okay, I just want to save here because I want to reload back to Harry Mudd. And I want to check if we can just speedrun that.
Yes, we already had the option to do so. We just
I want to see
decided not
how
to.
fast we can speedrun and specifically what score we get. I don't think this is the right one. I think I saved over that. What if
This
I
is
just...
where he went nuts.
I'm going to leave Harry here. Can I use the console yet? I think I needed to scan the dodecahedron first, but I'm going to try.
Mr. Spock, come take a look at this.
This is clearly the control.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
This
Yeah, we've
station
already
that
had
made
all
one
this.
of
I
these
don't care. Use the thing.
Mr. Spock, come take
This
Can I use Spock on that?
this station definitely.
No, I need to scan the dodecahedron first. Which I can do. It's right here. It's also not a dodecahedron, but it's easier to call it that. I scan the
You
thing.
could also download
This
the data if you
platform
wanted. It doesn't take much
Nothing
longer.
to report. This platform contains the control console for.
Use Spock on console.
This seems to act.
That would be quite a
worthy unit.
He's going to talk about using the tricorder, so use the tricorder. That'll get us
Both
the
are
data.
tricorder. The tricorder, I believe.
And with the data, we should be able to use the console.
Thanks to the line.
Communications.
The Enterprise is out of range.
Communications.
Oh, what?
The Enterprise is out of range for this equipment under the conditions of static created by the neutron star.
Communications.
They're not here.
The
It
Enterprise
makes us
is out of range.
Communications. View screen.
it makes us solve at least some of the puzzles.
I guess the universe looks. Communications.
The Enterprise is up.
Communications.
Yeah, we can't call the Enterprise.
Communications.
I think you have to heal
View
mods
screen.
before
View
you
screen.
can call the Enterprise.
Done.
Well, I'm not doing that, so we're just reloading.
I never expected such cowardice from you.
What? Oh. Okay, we're in combat now. I didn't mean to trigger combat, I just accidentally left-clicked on the view screen, which fired the weapons. So,
I think that's what happened, yeah.
yeah, now we're committed. This is just happening now. Oh god, there's more. Wait, focus one down. I can't tell if that's him or if that's stars.
Who's the Tarot Captain?
Running away.
Running away.
There's no escape for you, Klingons. Okay, there might be some escape because there's like 5 Klingon warbirds on my map.
Has been destroyed. Load a previously saved.
Okay. Do not left click.
Lorn shields, Captain.
Disarming weapons.
We're not in orbit.
Why aren't I in orbit? Fine, get in orbit. What is that
Veteran
planet?
standard.
Is
You know, that was a pretty good visual for the time.
Yeah.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal.
We're going to war. I mean, that's not so bad. I'm disappointed that we didn't get to kill Ensign Ricky in the last... What? What is this? Look at him.
There is a tall, slender, dark-haired man looking intently at you.
Scan him.
He appears human. All life signs are normal, but I'm getting strange energy readings near the base of the pituitary gland.
The base of the pituitary gland? Regular
I'm
tricorder?
picking up strange energy readings from the alien.
Greetings, my children.
Quetzalcoatl?
I can barely imagine that you have come so
Quetzalcoatl.
far.
Well, feathered
I'm
serpent
Captain James T.
in
Kirk of the Starship
Aztec
Enterprise.
mythology is
Did you know the Klingons are looking for
Quetzalcoatl,
you?
and it's a serpent god thing.
But, I mean, this is TOS. Are we saying that this is literally Quetzalcoatl from ancient myth? Because I think that might be what we're saying.
The mission's called a feathered serpent, which is all I was wondering. I was like, oh, is this going to be a reference to Quetzalcoatl? And here it is.
Captain Kirk of the Enterprise, do you know the Klingons are looking for you? He doesn't know who the Klingons are.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship. We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain.
I like
We're
number
not your
3.
children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into.
The other
I'm
options
Captain James T.
are
Kirk.
what's
I'm
up with the
Captain. We're not your
Klingons, and
children,
I doubt he knows
we
who the
don't
Klingons
appreciate
are.
this wild goose chase you forced us into.
Who are you? I know you come from Terrasol, but you are not
Terrasol?
of my people. What goes on here?
That just sounds like a
we
cleaning
represent
product.
all of
I know
the
he's
Earth's
saying
people,
Terra and Sol,
and we
as
certainly
in
do not recognize
Earth
you.
and the Sun. But it just reminds me of Pine Sol. We represent all the Earth's people, and we certainly do not recognize you. No, apparently you don't recognize all the people. You don't represent the ancient Aztecs.
Listen, the Klingons are ripping colonies apart to find you, so stop this nonsense. Your people, we represent all of the Earth's people, and we certainly do not recognize you.
Yeah, we can go with the sheer hubris of Captain Kirk. That seems good.
I am Quetzalcoatl. I elevated a civilization on your world from barbarism to sentience. You are a perversion of that process. Be gone.
So yes, we are saying this guy is literally Quetzalcoatl of ancient myth. Did we lose? What? What? What?
We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
What? What is this?
You know, maybe you shouldn't
There is a light
trade wits
suspended
with
from
the ancient gods.
There are several loose vines hanging over the
Remember
side of the pit out of reach.
What
This is one of them.
what's his name said?
He didn't object to the first comment, the actually rude one. He objected to the "we represent all people of Earth."
There's a vine hanging.
So I mean, we can probably climb the vines.
Remember what Venkman said?
Sir,
if someone
I don't
asks if
believe
you're a
we are-
god, you say yes.
He didn't. Okay. There's a snake
didn't
here.
ask
Can I
you.
have the snake? I assume that's a snake. It's moving. Can I pick it up? Nope, it's gone.
It's a danger noodle.
Oh no, it's back.
You
A
failed.
nope rope. It's a coral snake. It's gonna kill you in one bite.
So we somehow need to stop it retreating, and then we need to get the snake. I don't know why we need the snake, but we clearly need the snake. What if we shoot the hole with
It
the
is
gun?
logical that an entity that professes to teach peace would render our phasers inoperative.
Okay, but did we try though? There's a rock. Can we move the rock?
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
Okay.
Can you hit the snake with the rock?
Let's try.
Nothing happens.
No, it's immune to
Put them into
rocks.
the hole.
Nothing happens.
Can you hit the red shirt with the rock?
Right.
Use red shirt on snake, because if it bites...
Doesn't seem to want to be grabbed, sir. It just slithers back to its hole.
What's your name?
No, you have to do
Hang
it.
on. Who are you? Lieutenant
Number
Strategy?
17.
Doesn't seem
Lieutenant
to want to be
Strachey.
grabbed, sir.
Lieutenant
it just slithers
Strachey,
back to its
you seem to
hole.
be some kind of an idiot, because we clearly just blocked that hole.
Yeah.
Why do I want the snake?
Why wouldn't you
I
want a
just-
snake?
I just have a snake now. Can I
They have a
scan
boop
it?
snoot.
I probably should have
Boop their
scanned
snoot.
the snake before I picked it up. Yes, I'm aware of the snake. Huh. Can I just
The
use
vine
the
will
vine?
not support you.
Okay. What about
The
that one?
vine will not support you.
Well, that's an issue.
There is nothing at the moment from...
Nothing happens.
Could I use the snake?
Nothing happens.
Use the snake on the red shirt?
That's something of a runt, Captain. You should have seen this Rigelian python that Cadet Tyrelli put in the shower at the Academy. 20 meters long.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can take my rock back.
20
That's a good point.
You fail to obtain. You fail to obtain.
No, I can't take the rock back.
You already have rocks.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I used
you
it.
have
Oh, I just have infinite rocks. So
Very well,
I have the guide here, which has
You
the
already have
answer,
rock at home.
but I'm trying to figure out why we would ever think it's the answer. What do we have to work with? We have guns, a rock, tricorders, a communicate. Actually, can I just beam up? Can I just leave?
Our communicators have apparently been rendered ineffective.
You use the snake on the light?
No, that doesn't do anything.
Nothing happens.
Do you use the snake on the red shirt?
He just tells us information about it.
That's something of a runt,
Oh.
Captain.
He talks
should have
about
seen
the
this
Rigelian
Rigelian
python that Cadet Tirali and I
Tyrelli
found at the
Use
shower.
the medical tricorder on the snake?
I can't use inventory items on that inventory item.
Hmm.
Can I heal the snake? No. So, we only have 3 interactables. Two vines and a light.
Use the
Now,
rock on the light?
The answer to the puzzle is to use the rock on the vine. But why?
Yeah, what the hell?
What does it get you? Does you cut a piece of the vine off?
Nothing happens.
Why would this ever be the answer? Unless the game just expects you to get tired and start rubbing every object on every other object.
Nothing
What is
happens.
the answer?
Nothing happens.
That vine
Mm.
Just
specifically.
knock the vine down.
Oh,
Fascinating.
okay.
It did
You
appear
threw the
to
rock.
knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have
So it's a
baseball
climb out.
involved?
There you go.
But why do we have
Show us
any
your
reason to think
fastball,
that's what
Jim.
would happen?
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Shut up, Strachey. Nobody likes you.
Nobody except for
The vine will not
Captain
sup-
Cisco of Deep
The
Space
vine will
Nine
not support
and the
you.
Niners.
You need to throw the rock at the middle bit at the top there as well.
The
Maybe
probability
Was
of
there
hitting
already
the
a vine
on the second
there?
try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
A perfect
All
pitch?
right, we're on our way.
But that's another baseball reference. Do you have any objection to that baseball reference, Mr. Stragey?
He's gonna do his best Adam West impression and climb up the wall with the rope.
I remember
By putting the
climbing a
camera
rope in
sideways.
like high school gym. I haven't done that in forever. Where do you even get a rope from a ceiling these days?
I didn't climb the rope so much as I pulled the ceiling down.
That seems unlikely, unless you're just that fat.
Feral red eyes.
Unless you're trying to say that you're really strong, in which case I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. That's just how being fat works. Well, that's not how being fat works. Ceilings are usually pretty strong. You'd have to be...
Yeah.
You'd have to be real big. Okay, I can't go left. Oh wait, I can. I just have to click on the right pixel to go left.
It would just assume that everyone else climbed out too.
Scan.
Nothing to report.
Scan with the medical tricorder.
There's nothing there requiring a ship.
Look at it with your
Trees
eyes.
to the left of you. Trees to the right of you.
Oh my goodness.
Into the valley of trees race the landing party.
Wait, was that a reference to the
Light
cannons to the
brigade.
left of them, cannons to the right?
Trees to the left of you.
Charge of the light
Trees
brigade.
to the right of you. Into
What
the
happened to the
valley of
light
trees
brigade?
race the landing party.
Into the
Oh, they got
Valley of
wiped
Death
out.
rode the Bold 300, or however many. I can't scan it. Let me look for magical pixels.
This great tree has been in this jungle for centuries.
Okay.
Trees to the left of you. Trees to the left. You are in a densely vegetated area. The overgrowth blocks your view in all directions. Feral red eyes glare out of the dark at you.
Oh,
Use
nice.
gun on eyes.
They're dead, Jim.
What?
They're dead, Jim.
No, they're not. I can see them. We didn't even fire. What a ripoff.
I don't see any eyes.
They're there.
Yeah, they're
Make it
they're
full
right
screen.
They're flickering it out.
Wait, there they are. Right there.
There.
Yeah, there.
They're gone. They're back.
Let's keep walking.
Just keep walking. Oh my god.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Well, we're talking about the Aztec ways here. Can we sacrifice the red shirt, give him his heart?
Yeah. Maybe show him we have a snake. We like, see, we know his ways. See,
Either
We
the
have a
snake
snake.
is a real flesh
Yes.
and blood human being, or I'm going to be retired as soon as I get back to the Enterprise.
That is a buff Aztec. That is
Nothing
one
to report,
well-fed
Captain.
Aztec.
Very well fed
It's like
Aztec.
7.5 feet tall.
Well, let's give him a snake.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl.
What this game? What?
But only
Oh
a
my
man of
God,
courage,
I was
one who will
joking.
Shed blood will pass.
Of
He-
course.
Christ.
He wanted a snake. Why does he? Look.
You gotta
Okay.
cut yourself.
Yeah, I know. I have to do the whole Klingon cut your hand thing, prove you're not afraid of death. But why does he want a snake? I don't remember that much about Aztec culture.
Yeah, I think it was just.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's a dangerous snake, and
Was it a-
you've caught
yeah.
something that's dangerous and deadly.
It was a bravery thing. You hold this thing in your hand that can kill you for no good reason. You have it. It was just on the ground, so you took it.
It's an adventure game. If it's not bolted down, pick it up, and if
Nothing
it is bolted
happens.
down, take the bolts out and then pick it up.
Okay, we need to shed blood for the dude. So what if we use the gun
I
on the?
thought dueling with phasers had been outlawed, sir.
Okay.
Dueling?
Well-
You think this is a duel? I'm the one with the phaser.
No,
I guess
this
phasers
is
don't
you
really
die.
shed blood anyway,
This
so
is
that
a
wouldn't
summary
work.
execution.
He
Hit him
specifically
with the rock.
wants blood. He's. Can I look at him? He has a spear,
You look but see
and I can click on the
You look
spear
at-
if I'm
you look-
fast.
Nothing of note, really.
No, I can
towering
click on it.
over
I
your
just have to.
security
Okay.
officer holding a great spear in his huge hand. The great warrior Tolokzak will let no one pass him.
No, that's not an alien. That's an Aztec.
Hit the security officer with the rock.
I tried. It wouldn't let me.
Bummer.
Can I just
hit
talk to
yourself
him
in the
again?
Anyone
rock.
have any suggestions? Great Salaxax, I do not understand. Quetzalcoatl says his is the way of peace, yet you wish blood to
It's
be
not like you
shed.
said great.
Yeah.
It
No.
is urgent that we speak to Quetzalcoatl. His life may depend on it. Please stand aside.
No,
and let
that's
us
not gonna
pass.
work.
Well, does anyone have any suggestions? Great
Why
Salaxax,
not?
I do not understand.
Yeah, you want
Quetzalcoatl
bloodshed? What's
says-
up with the blood, man?
Nonetheless, that is what must be done. Only men of courage are allowed into his presence.
Well, does anyone...
I do not understand your words, but it does not matter. You may not pass until blood is shed.
No, this isn't time travel Aztecs. These are Aztecs who happen to be on an alien planet because apparently Quetzalcoatl, who was a big figure in Aztec mythology, was just an alien. He was just an alien. But this guy isn't an alien. This is an Aztec human who worships Quetzalcoatl the alien.
It's all very Stargate.
Huh. Well, I mean, can I...
Who
I can
wrote the
touch-
stories?
touch myself
Self-sacrifice
with
is
the
the
snake?
noblest quality of humanity. You may go. Beware the monster in the water. You may have
Wow.
my knife to defend yourself.
So I... Wait, why did I put it out the ground? Why not just in my inventory? Why do I have to pick it up? Well, it's mine now.
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
Let me save.
Save new game.
Human Aztec. Knife on to Loxac.
Nothing happens.
You can't get through his pack.
Wait, what?
Sir?
Wait,
Wait,
but-
that was
Why
the...
is Mr.
It said
Spock
Mr.
saying that?
Spock.
Mr. Spock.
But it was...
sir.
It was
But that was
clearly
not-
the red shirt.
It's the red shirt talking.
Yeah.
Try it on Spock.
That
See
is
if it's-
not a logical act, Captain.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
It all says Mr. Spock.
Nothing happens.
I mean, at least I can poke the red
Use it on
shirt.
yourself.
Primitive lights illuminate this savage
Use the
scene.
knife on self.
Use knife on self? I don't think we need to. We already used the snake on self.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Kirk is
Primitive
immune to
lights
knives.
illuminate this savage scene.
Also,
I wonder
it
what
feels
caused him
weird
now.
to refer to everything on the Aztec planet as savage.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit antiquated.
When was this game
So we
made?
go in
Was
the
this
water.
the 90s? This had to have been the
1992.
90s. Well, we went forward. There was a monster in the water who we need to use the knife on, but not really. We can't actually use the knife because Quetzalcoatl is a man of peace, other than he wants us to bite ourselves with a snake. You just joined the stream and you're confused. Don't worry. Everyone who's been here the whole time is also confused. This game makes no sense. What do we have? There's like a little hut.
Below this rock is a large growth of mushrooms.
Nice.
Familiar
Psychedelic?
spheres like the path.
I think we go along the path.
You fail to obtain
I can't take the
anything.
mushrooms.
Tralzakian mushrooms.
For a second I thought that's a Talaxian. No, Tralzakian.
Disturbed.
I think we need to move along home.
A Pocahontas reference? Well, we're doing the Quetzalcoatl Aztec planet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, strictly speaking, that's Native American, but a different kind of Native American. We probably just need to walk past, but at the same time, I feel like the environment artists worked hard on this. We should take some time to appreciate it. Look at this nice rock hut. Look at these mushrooms that are dangerous, and we can't touch
take the
them.
mushrooms?
I can try to have the red shirt take the dangerous toxic mushrooms.
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
The red shirt is, in terms of self-preservation, far more intelligent than the other red shirts you've had.
Okay, there's a swamp monster.
Oh, it has
Sir,
the
I finished
eyes.
second in my weight class in wrestling at the academy, but I don't think that thing's in my weight class.
How do you even know? It's underwater.
Who needs a knife?
This red shirt's just a coward.
I don't think I'm supposed to use the knife to kill it.
You said to defend yourself against it, so...
Yeah, but I think that's a trick.
Yeah, there's no way that it's actually gonna be that obvious.
I don't believe that this Star Trek game will, one, have us stab something in the face with a knife. But more that I think Quetzalcoatl is big on the creatures of the earth and preserving, and it's like, don't stab my children, that sort of thing.
Oh no, the Aztecs did a lot of animal sacrifice. I believe, if I remember rightly.
Okay. Well, what do we have here? We have a fern.
You could save before you do it.
Before we make any decisions, let me just look at everything.
This plant has a rather thick...
There's a fern.
The log looks quite old, but sturdy.
Okay, so there's the trap. You walk along the log and then something happens.
A pair of eyes are all that you can see of the rest of this creature. Most of it is hidden beneath the murky water. You look but see nothing. Luminescent insects swarm near...
Okay, I'll save now.
Save new game.
So here's what I'm guessing is what's going to happen. We're going to walk along the log, and he's going to do like an arms out to his side animation. He's going to get to the middle, something's going to happen, he's going to slip, and we're going to be presented with the monster coming to us who we can stab, or an alternative ideal solution where some object is going to appear on screen and we need to use the knife on that. That's my guess.
That's reasonable.
Well, here we go.
Nope, I can't even walk on the log. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, now I
It
can.
would not be wise to cross.
Captain, perhaps I should try to cross first.
Yes, absolutely. Use red shirt on log.
He looks at you with a puzzle.
Why do you look puzzled?
I'll give it a try, Captain.
There we go. Oh, please die.
A man with courage would not send us the coordinate first.
Oh, he dropped something. It's all glinty. Yes. Good. Oh, and now the monster's gone because it's satiated, so we can just go.
The other option was to use the knife on it.
The blood. You shed blood, all right.
Yeah, we did.
A lot more than you needed.
Oh, I'm very happy with that
It is
solution.
a large cluster of crystals.
Although I know you are.
Take crystals.
You will
Take
need
them.
something to pry it loose.
Knife.
Oh, the knife.
Wait. Snake.
An interesting but useless maneuver.
Knife. Again, I don't need to know why I need crystals. They're just an object in the scene, so I take them. That's how it works. Dilithium crystal. That's a dilithium crystal.
Would you be touching that with your bare hands?
I don't know. Spock, touch it.
This is one place where dilithium crystals don't seem to be...
Maybe I should have used the tricorder on it. Also, according to the guide, I'm looking at the previous solution. The guide says there was a solution to use the knife on some plants and just like bind it briefly with the plants so it can kill us. We don't have to stab the creature itself. I think that's the only thing in this room, though. The dilithium crystal.
I watched as you worked through the problems I set in
Wow,
your path.
what are...
You are a
Valiant intelligent species.
Wow.
I like the victory music there.
I was particularly impressed by the sacrifice made by Lieutenant Stragey. Of course, I gave him back his...
Oh, come on, no.
He is now safely aboard your vessel. Please sit down.
God, Quetzalcoatl, you're just the worst.
To discuss.
Quetzalcoatl, you're the worst.
I've had it
Notice
up
how
to
there's
here.
3 shares
With
still
so-called
got 4.
superior beings
7
terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive.
Do
Maybe you
notice
should
how
see
there's
how
3 shares
primitive
and not
you
4,
are
so he
before
was
you
meant
go
to
around
die.
testing others.
Whoa.
Alright.
You tell him, Ryan.
Maybe you should see how
Give him
primitive
the
you are before going
business.
into this.
One thing first. If you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I mean, that's fair.
Whoa.
The Aztecs were pretty violent.
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl himself might have been chill, but the Aztec society, no.
No,
Absolutely not.
Chillness.
Yes, I guess we do. Go on. I've had it up One thing first. If
I
you're so
think
peaceful,
that's a fair
how come
question.
the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I kind of want to know what he's going to say.
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice.
Oh, self-sacrifice.
It would
Yeah, they
appear
took that
they
completely
did
different
not
direction.
completely understand my teachings.
You gotta be more clear about
You
things
are
like that.
clearly not the
Phrasing is
liars
important.
I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That they became ruthless savages?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. They still had a society.
Lying, mister.
They still had, like, big cities and everything. They were pretty major.
Yeah, they're still very civilized people. They
They were
had a
just
lot of violent
violent
tendencies.
and sacrificing.
Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race.
Yeah, that's pretty Star Trek #2. But is there a way I can threaten him?
You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives.
I like that.
The Federation is not
Well,
in the
it's
business
up
of
to
lying.
you.
You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should
The
try
first
following
duty
the
of
Prime
every
Directive.
Starfleet officer is to the
It
truth.
changed our lives.
Well, here's the thing. Both of these are true, strictly speaking. I'm going to create a poll in YouTube. Let's see, what's #2 again?
Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed
The
by
first
the
option
imperfect
is
humans that you left in charge after you
imperfect
departed.
humans.
Such is the way of our race.
And the
I'm
second option is Prime Directive. There we go. That poll should be showing up in YouTube momentarily. And you can just click on that, and we'll figure out what we want to say. Not number
The
one. Number
Federation
one's
is
lame.
not in the business of lying, mister.
Alright, let's hop into the YouTube poll.
We're definitely not saying the Federation's not in the business of lying. I'm absolutely in the business of lying.
It is currently tied,
Absolutely.
6 votes.
Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in
That's
charge
great,
after you
YouTube
departed.
chat.
Such
Lovely
is the
and
way of our
tied.
race, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Very helpful.
You messed up in a big way.
I know what I'm
absolutely.
going to choose if
Your
it's a
best
tie.
intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is
Come on,
the way
someone
of
else
our
vote
race,
to
I'm
make it not tied.
Let's see. I'll give that like 30 more seconds. In the meantime, Gyrings, have you filled out the schedule for D&D?
Oh, I should.
I changed
Well,
it so
that'll be
it's
easy,
no
but-
longer you fill out every single time. You just click on what day you're available at the usual time.
Oh, nice.
So it's just 7 buttons instead of 50.
That is nice.
All right, that's close enough. Imperfect humans is what we're going with. Which I think is
sense
probably
truth in
correct.
this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
Who gave you power?
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species
Oh, are
made
you dying,
progress in the
Quetzalcoatl?
medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine?
I like that one. Number one is what we're doing, but let's see what the others are.
With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances.
Okay.
That's even better.
God, the game is just...
Sometimes they're absolutely dog shit answers, but this time, oh my god.
Let's see the next one.
Yes, why do you ask?
No, that's lame. Screw that.
We're a technologically advanced. With Dr. McCoy,
Okay,
I
sure, let's
sometimes
insult
wonder,
Dr.
but yes,
McCoy.
I
Who do we
would
want
say
to
we have made
insult?
considerable advances. We're a technologically advanced starfaring race.
All right, let's
What
do
you think?
another
That
poll
we
real
wouldn't have
quick.
made progress in medicine?
Okay.
Who do we want to insult
Do we
more?
want to insult Quetzalcoatl? It's like, what, he's some kind of idiot? Of course we advanced. Or do we want to
With
insult Dr. McCoy and
I
just say he's
sometimes
trash at his
wonder,
job?
But yes, I would say we have made considerable advances.
I was so confident in choice number 1. I wasn't expecting to get 2 mean answers. Okay, it's clearly in
lucky
favor
day,
of
right?
insulting Dr. McCoy.
Then I shall ask to make use
Oh,
of
come
your
on, give us a
advances.
reaction.
At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species.
I thought Dr. McCoy
This
was going
is
to be
the seat
you're like,
of
oh,
my
how dare
power.
you, Jim? I'm a
I
great
wish
doctor.
you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
sure, I'll
try,
kill an Aztec
but
god.
the
That seems
physiology
good.
is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war.
No, they're going to want him dead. Which, by making him more,
Scotty,
we can
4
do.
to beam up.
Wait, what?
You have to do it on the Enterprise.
I mean, I guess. I'm just not used to this. Going to the Enterprise always means the end of a mission. And we're flying away.
Except for that one mission
Where
that
are we
was
going?
on the
Captain,
Enterprise.
3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system.
What? Why?
Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Vlik Kinka of the Cleata. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire
Cleata?
population of Rakor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakor, where a court of Klingon justice will be convened. If
I
you
do like the
refuse,
Klingon Justice
we shall
episodes. They're all
destroy you.
pretty good.
Admiral Vlicht.
There's
the
what, 2 or 3 of
criminal whom
them?
you speak
One is in movie,
is in the middle
one's
of
in
a very
Enterprise.
delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time.
No, they're not going to go for that at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't hit him
I'm not
over
gonna
because
believe
it
you.
might hurt.
I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakor would cause the deaths of the entire planet. Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool.
I like number 3.
Yeah.
That's the combat answer. However, I'm concerned by the fact that we haven't saved recently. So I want to avoid combat so I don't have to go all the way back.
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak, is in the... I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to
Let's just
Rakor would cause...
verify that he
The
actually killed
Empire with
people.
his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life?
Oh, did the Klingons exterminate them? Did they blast the
Governed
planet?
by my family for generations.
Because it was corrupted?
Even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
Oh, they
My
totally
God,
did.
You killed your own people just
They
because
glassed the planet
acquired a
because they were
philosophy that
peaceful.
You disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for their deaths, not Quetzalcoatl. You murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds? You murdered them. You're insane.
What do we want
Tell
to
me
do?
how... So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for their deaths, not Quetzalcoatl. My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with?
I mean, number 1 seems pretty lame.
Yeah.
So you killed them,
Number 3.
your own family. You murdered them. You're
You
insane.
murdered them. Well, one person said number 3, so that's what we're doing.
On all 3 cruisers have become active.
Raising shields.
Okay, we're screwed.
This
We're
is
so
gonna be
screwed. I cannot defeat 3 or 4.
He killed a whole planet. You think he's got any qualms about killing a ship to hide his crime?
Instant death.
Has been destroyed. Load a previously set.
God, we're back at the trap log.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. Well,
I'll
you
give
can
it
do
a
the
try.
other thing, or
No.
not.
Well, look how Bridget Tilly makes about this, and it explicitly says he lives later on.
I wanted to hear him say 5 to beam up.
It's okay that... it's not ideal that he comes back, but it's okay because he still has
still
to
had the
experience his
death.
own mortality. He still gets the pain of death.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
There are only it is like there's only 3 chairs in the next room.
You have one.
Maybe there's a chair sprite that appears if the other guy survives.
Yeah, there's exactly
I
4
watched
chairs
as
in
you
this room.
worked
1 for
through the
Quetzalcoatl and 3 for the
problems
rest of
I set
us.
in your path. I was particularly pleased.
Can I save? No, I can't save. Okay, let's just say what we said
Maybe-
last time.
One thing first. Yes,
Maybe
I guess one
the
thing first.
red shirt sits in the one
Federation
closest
is
to
not
the camera.
absolutely. Your best intentions, you messed up in a big way,
That's
perhaps
what's total standing.
You show great...
We're a technologically... With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes...
Then I shall ask
At the gym, I'll try. But the
You've got to do it.
I think that's exactly what
Scotty, 4 to beam up.
Kirk had said in the TV show.
Alright, hopefully we can save here before it throws us into combat. I don't have my hopes up for that, though.
Captain, Admiral Kenka.
Federation starship.
Admiral Vlick,
No, we can't.
the criminal. I
do
cannot
we save
believe
for?
Quetzalcoatl's mission to
Yeah,
rock.
verify.
How could a philosophy...
Rapcore has been...
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them,
There's 1 or 2
your own
here.
family.
I
You
think
were
the
my
lame option
God.
is
You
correct.
killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with?
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakor would be alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
Message from Starfleet Command.
Seems legit.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlicht.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
How come
I
your
have
mouth isn't
bad news,
moving?
Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakur. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
I'm happy to hand him over
We
to
have no
those
choice,
butchers.
Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice.
Oh, actually, no, we can't hand him over. We need to make him mortal first and then hand him over. We have to make sure he stays dead.
Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakur to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny
And Ensign
I have
Benny.
been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Okay. That's the same red shirt, by the way. The same red shirt is right here, in fact. All red shirts are the same.
What's the line? Of course, he doesn't trust Klingons. They killed my boy!
I've never trusted Klingons, and I never will. What is happening with that Klingon's face? How do I save? Here. Okay.
Save new game.
Klingon bastard.
Do you have Counselor Worf?
I can try to look at
Admiral
people.
Vlicht, commander of
Admiral Vlicht.
a Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard with his disruptor ready to fire on anyone who gives him trouble.
He doesn't look
Give
ready.
him some trouble. Give him some reason.
Captain, may I remind you that we are deep in Klingon space. If we attack them here, they may...
Don't be a fool, Jim. We can't risk the Enterprise. We've...
Captain, may I...
Don't be a...
If I just keep
Captain,
clicking,
may I
is it going to
remind-
change the response?
Captain, may...
Don't be a...
Captain, may...
Who's gone on? Yeah.
Captain, may... Captain, may I
No,
remind...
it's not going to let me. Lame. Alright, what do we want to do? I assume just talk to the tribunal.
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle.
Well, fun fact, we did
But
meet in battle,
the
and
universe
didn't go so
holds
hot.
Many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing
You
than a gloating
annihilated me
Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get
in
this trial underway.
Massively
Stick
outmatched
around,
battle.
Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you.
Like a garden.
Yes.
Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind.
Yes.
So be it. This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is
Didn't even
charged
get-
with
Why did they change
impersonating
the
a
spelling to be
Klingon,
like Klingon?
stirring dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in high court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior,
Okay.
Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
Trial by combat. All right.
And this trial
I
is a
do have a
mockery
gun.
for the entire galaxy to see.
He doesn't care about if it's a mockery for the galaxy.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl. I'm a warrior.
Okay,
Oh, well, I'm
so
afraid
this
you're
is
on
a
your own,
lose mission button. I feel like we should not press the lose mission button.
I say
thought you were playing
trial by
evil
combat. It's another opportunity to kill someone, right? I mean,
There has to be a balance between killing people and getting to see the content of the game.
I don't know. I think you should go all in on the killing. This is Klingon. Come on.
When did I last save?
At the beginning of the
Here.
trial.
Yeah, beginning of the trial, just here.
So like
I
the-
hereby
the-
sentence Quetzalcoatl to a coward's death. As for you, Kirk, I expected a more forceful response. I had heard you were a worthy opponent.
He can't
Instead,
even
I
die.
see
What's
a
it matter? He's
cringing
immortal. We didn't
coward.
complete the
Leave
procedure.
this place, Kirk. You
Yes,
dishonor
you did.
it.
Did we?
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, that's good then. At least there's some
You
consolation.
actually did. You actually did go with that.
It's O'Brien. It's Pixel O'Brien's grandfather.
Captain, message coming in from the Clearta.
My dear Captain Kirk, you will be pleased to know that your act of cowardice in returning to your ship
It wasn't in the middle of the trial.
has found a suitable reward. The traitor has been executed,
The trial was over.
and this unfortunate business has come to an end. I humbly invite you to leave Klingon space before I use your ship for target practice.
All channels closed.
Let us get out of here.
I just want to see what
Sulu
score
back
the
to
Admiral gives
Federation
me, then I'll
space.
reload.
We're disappointed with your.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance at 43%.
I like
You
how
and your crew
it was clearly
received
a
0
robot.
commendation points.
43%.
I'll be frank, Kirk.
I expected more from you.
Starfleet expects more of you than that.
Okay, 43%. That's pretty good. That's almost not an F.
What?
Nothing to
Below
do
60 is an F.
Yeah, so it's only 13% off.
Well, I guess.
That's close enough.
So,
There's nothing less appealing than a stick around, Vlick. Why does every Klingon
okay, call him a
test
one-track
those are
mind.
serious- I'm a warrior, Vlick.
And
I
demand a
hereby
warrior's
intervene for
trial.
him and demand the
a Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender.
What?
Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
I don't
I want
remember
your
an
word of honor,
obstacle
Vlick,
course from
that
Star Trek
Quetzalcoatl
6.
will not be harmed while we take these tests.
It's mostly just people
Very
yelling
well.
at them.
You have my word. Captain
And there's a guy with the rock, and he hits it on the
transport
thing.
them to
Yep.
the test of life.
It's got,
The
like,
same rock they
claw
use in
glove.
Enterprise. It's a good rock.
What is this place? Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That
Sort of a mining
creature
installation.
might be a native life
Some
form.
kind of mining
A test
installation,
of
yes.
courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that
Well,
Vlick intends for
Ensign,
us to
you know what would be
survive this,
really
whatever
courageous?
happens. We're the only thing that stands between him
Maybe that
and the
lightning's
killing of
holographic.
Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlick's attack on Rakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great.
Great, Benny.
Save new game.
Wow. People don't usually
Klingon
whine like that when it's Star Trek.
obstacle core. That's the closest I can get. It's a Klingon obstacle
Core,
course.
spell it with a K.
He looks at you with a...
I refuse, Captain, on the grounds that it might eliminate me.
He looks at you...
I
You want me to
refuse on
arrest
the
it,
grounds that it might
interrogate
eliminate me.
it, or beat it up, Captain. I refuse, Cap. I refuse, Cap. I refuse.
Is that all you have to
I
say?
refuse, Captain.
Alright, fine.
Wow, we have no room
Yeah,
for
pick up-
cowardice on this ship. Space
Let
in,
me pick
Mr.
up one of
Spock.
those one of those breadsticks over there.
Hang on. So if I
Those are
hold my
different
mouse
breadsticks.
here with my tricorder,
Oh.
it's flashing
Are you sure
in
they're
and
not
out of being
giant
able to
hockey?
interact with it. Because the hitbox of the lightning isn't constant. It's flashing all over the place.
That's
This
real helpful.
creature is composed of electrical fields.
This creature.
I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
This creature.
Maybe those rusty metal poles over there will.
No, those are clearly
It does
breadsticks.
not register as a known
Okay.
life form.
You fail to...
Alright, let's take the breadstick. I probably should have looked at it first.
I think it's a metal rod. Now you're gonna chuck it at the thing, right?
Yeah.
These wooden rods...
No,
are the
wooden
things
rods.
That will
Oh.
not place.
Can I scan the wooden rods to see if they're actually made of
This rock
metal?
has a high iron content.
This rock?
Oh, so
What
we
rock?
you need to play baseball. You need to hit
These wooden
the
rods are
rock with the stick
This
into
rock.
the entity.
nothing.
There is nothing at the moment.
Oh, you know what that
There nothing
is?
at the moment.
That's an evolved form of the flailing arm inflatable tube man.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Very highly evolved.
Oh, so if I
inflatable
click
arm flailing
anywhere, it
tube
puts
man.
down the rod. So okay. The rocks have a high iron content, and I have wooden beams. And a gun.
Catapult.
Shoot the creature.
No effect.
Shoot the rods.
You burn one of the rods. You burn one of the... You burn one of
Shoot the rocks.
Ooh.
You melt some of the rock.
Okay.
Can you put the on the rod?
Pick up a rod. Use pool. Use rod on pool.
There's nothing at the moment.
Use.
You have a
There's
rod in your
nothing at the moment
inventory, I
for me to
think.
do that.
Use inventory rod on pool.
There you go.
Now this is very clearly
You coat the
not
rod with molten
how
iron.
wood works.
It hardens quickly.
Yeah.
But whatever. I guess it's good enough.
As I suspected, Captain, the
The hell?
creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
How do you know?
I bet it'll be
How
mad.
do you know this? Well, I want it back. I want the
I would
ghost
strongly
possessed
recommend
rod.
against disturbing the rod. It could result in...
Okay, fine. Can I have another one? I want another rod.
Remember, if you walked and
You may
went straight
have
down-
another rod, and you can coat it in iron.
That's the plan. I want an iron rod, and then I want to get another regular wood
You
rod.
coat the...
There
How
we
many
go.
can you have?
Just drop that.
Just one of each. I have a wooden rod
Okay.
and a steel rod. Well, an iron rod. Retcher
You want
can
me
go
to
use the
smash it?
panel.
But that's our only way out of here.
I just want you to press the button. You don't have to smash the like button.
We do not
Just
know the
press it.
code, Captain.
We don't know the code.
Use the tricorder.
I was going to use the gun, but I could.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can... An entry
Okay.
coder for the door.
Can scan the mechanism. Well, let's save.
Save new game. Replace...
First off, gun.
Jim, are you mad? That's our...
Okay. Can I use Spock on
We
the
do
panel?
not know the code, Captain.
Yeah, mine.
How are we going to divine the code?
Find myself
Nothing
what it
is
said.
Written on the wall
An
somewhere.
entry coder for the door, keyed
Can
to
we
a number
talk
sequence.
to each person?
The tricorder.
Talk to Spock.
Captain, I have calculated the odds of survival.
Shut up, Spock.
You've handled those Klingons well, sir. We've got them on the run now.
Did we? We're in the middle of their obstacle
Wow,
course
can we
of
get this
death.
guy killed?
How could you do
I'm
it, Jim?
usually
I
against
spent
killing the
hours
red
trying
shirt,
to
but
save his life, and you just gave him away in seconds to the Klingons.
What?
How could you do it, Jim?
you didn't really spend hours trying to save his life. You spent hours trying to take his ability to be immortal away.
So again, I
Which is
do
what we
have the
saved
guide,
this
so I
back.
can see. I can look over and see the actual answer, but I want to like figure out why the answer would be the answer and what the logic is here, other than
I don't
rubbing
think
every
there is
object
much
over.
logic.
Rub,
I think that is just the point.
rub the rod on the door.
Nothing happens.
What if I kill the creature
you-
by shooting it with a phaser?
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
You to use the regular wood stick to push the metal rod out of the way.
Nothing happens.
That would
Nothing
be the
happens.
most logical
No
thing.
effect.
Is there anything else I can look at in here?
This section of wall was carved by some sort of plasma field.
That wall does
Some
look kind of
sort of button.
interactable. Can I use a gun on
The
it?
wall is resistant to phaser fire.
Of course it is. The light on the
We
right side of
could've
the
just
door?
found that out.
No, the light's not interactable. Stick. Clunk. It
Clunk.
doesn't even play a
Clunk.
clunk sound effect. It just says clunk. Clunk with the wooden one as well. Scan the
This
wall.
wall was carved from the
You
natural
should say
rock.
gonk.
Medical tricorder on the
He's a
ensign.
male human. Excellent physical condition. There's nothing there requiring a...
Tell the red shirt to stick his hand in the lava.
He looks at you with a puzzle.
Okay.
Jim, you should relax a little.
Can I shoot any rock or just that rock? Just that rock. Impressive
melt
that
some-
that's moving without him moving his hand. It's just the beam.
You melt some of the...
That's the advanced tracking of the Type 2 phaser.
So does anybody have any ideas of what we might possibly do for this?
Pry the door open with the rod?
Well, we can't use the rod on it.
Nothing happened.
We can't use
Doesn't even
Spock
clunk?
anywhere.
To see the light.
It does clunk. Oh no, it doesn't even clunk.
Nothing
No.
happens.
Now here's the answer.
Captain,
Communicator.
there is a force field between us and the planet. We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Rakor, in what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder
Data.
message.
That
there
does
is a
make
door
that
with
does
an
make
entry
sense,
coder
I
here.
suppose.
Try
Yeah,
to
that's fair.
analyze
She's
the
not talking
circuits
about
and let the main
Lieutenant
computer
Commander
crack the
data, so
code.
she can say data or
Scan
data,
complete.
whatever.
Main computer has the
No,
code.
I mean it makes
We
sense that
also
you
read an
can
anomaly.
be talking to so. It
Something
doesn't
else
make.
is tapped into
There's
the
no
key
indication
code.
that it
Shall
is
I
possible though.
analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura. I want that door affirmative, Uhura.
She's saying she has something else here she can analyze. Sure, why
So
not?
we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computers unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative.
No. Why would you say, please don't give us data?
Did you save?
Maybe.
You can save after this prompt. It'll only happen after. I suppose no. It will
Negative.
happen
Transmit the
when you click
affirmative.
But I still have to make the decision. I can't go back on it.
it. Yeah.
So there's a secondary code. There's a door opening code, and there's a secondary code. The secondary code, I
Probably
assume
disables the self-destruct.
that's probably going to disable a trap. We probably need that.
Probably, yeah.
Good luck, Captain.
Good luck.
Now we can
Save
save.
new game.
though it
Too
won't
many
really-
games. Save new. Cancel. Delete. Save
rid
new
of that.
game. Save new game. Cancel. Delete. Previous.
Delete previous save.
Save. Cancel. Delete.
N2 in
Save.
pocket.
Delete.
Nitrous oxide.
Save,
Get rid of
delete,
that. Ammonia. That
Save,
puzzle was
delete,
awful.
Save. Delete. Replay. Delete.
Gas stuff. What else do we have? Harlequin star system. We
Save
don't need
new
that.
game. Delete.
Harry Mudd.
Save,
I'm
delete,
just get rid of all the old stuff.
Save,
Crazy
delete,
Harry. Don't need that. Press the buttons.
Save,
Everything
delete.
from the previous mission.
Save. Delete. Save. Delete.
Okay.
Save
We're
new
good.
game.
Door code. And now we just use Spock on it. What happened with the other code?
What is this place?
This is not
Probably
Klingon
disabled it,
technology,
Robinson.
Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
That's racist.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
Was he expecting us to just
That's
die
what
at
it
the
did.
door? Huh.
I think we're gonna need to take the crystals and put them in the pedestal on the left.
The RGB crystals?
Nothing
Yeah.
to report. Nothing
This
to
room brought
report.
to you by Razer.
Nothing to
Your tricorder's
There's
recording functions are working.
red,
but it
green,
does
blue
not
on the
seem
wall, I
to be
think.
able
Is
to
there
analyze.
green behind Kirk?
Oh, it doesn't seem to be able to analyze. Send it to
Your
the...
communicator is not working.
Oh. So that's RGB. That's RGB. So, I mean, my first guess would be R, and G, and B, in that order.
Yeah, seems too easy, but
But they give you enough crystals to try multiple
And it
times.
seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do
Some
not
sort
know
of
how to
interface.
activate
Do
it.
not know how to activate it. Gun.
Your phaser is not
Maybe it'll be like
working.
lights out.
Ooh, red, red, red. Will that kill everyone? That sounds like it would kill everyone.
You fail to.
Why do I fail to
You
obtain
only
anything?
take one at a time of each one.
Red. Give me another red. Yeah, because the game doesn't deal with quantities, and those are identical objects. You can only have one thing in your inventory. Hopefully this kills the red shirt specifically, and then we can continue.
Planetary defenses revived.
All alien vessels in orbit destroyed.
Load a previously saved game.
Wow.
Oh.
We destroyed all alien vessels in orbit.
Well, what happens if we
Well,
take
let's see.
all green?
Green, green, green.
Yeah, I just want to see what
You
happens
just
if we use
tried.
everything.
Nothing happened.
Will green destroy only the Klingons?
We're gonna brute force this.
Or does it mean green means go?
So did you try the red, green, blue?
No.
Green means go destroy the enemy ships in orbit.
I don't want to do the actual solution until we see all this dialogue. There's no way it's just red, green, blue, though, right? There's no way. That would be an awful puzzle. Unless it's specifically meant to think, no, it can't be that simple. There must be more to it.
Albi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the
Oh, we
light
did
of
it.
war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals. Integrator now active.
We did it?
Wow.
You've dialed information, so ask some questions.
I guess, unironically, green does
You
mean
get
go.
no response. You get no...
I walk into the glowy light.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world.
What?
Thank you for informing us of
What
the
situation?
It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were
Really? That's
involved
pretty
in this
mild.
action.
You
It's
have
not-
no
why
right to
why do they care
try
about
me.
banishment? The
They have
world
as
is a
much right
smoking
as you
wasteland
to conduct
anyway.
trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Oh, come on. Genocide gets in banishment, but being
Hoist on
rude
your
to
own
one
petard,
guy is death?
Vlicht. Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you.
No.
So this is the correct
Nah.
answer.
I would
Hoist
take
on
an
your own
88% for
petard,
letting this
Vlicht.
guy getting smoked.
Do you want me to help? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you
You
deserve.
can rot. Though my concern here is we're gonna game over because the machine's gonna be like, oh, because you are rude to the Klingon, you are sentenced to death as well. Whatever. I'm happy to let
You
him
will be
die.
returned to your ship, Captain.
Oh no, it's fine.
As will the creature who was unfairly punished. You need
No, I
not
wanna
witness
witness the punishment.
Klingons' punishment.
No, don't be. No. I wanted to see it. Fine. Alright, what's my performance, Admiral?
Klingon ship hailing us.
Oh god.
Where is Admiral Vlicht?
Uh,
What have you done to him?
Vlicht is dead. He was tried and executed by an alien computer. We have a tricorder recording of the event.
I don't think he cares if you have a recording or not.
Vlicht is dead. He fell into his own trap and died in dishonor. I have a tricorder recording of the event.
That seems better.
The one with dishonor.
Vlicht
Yes.
is dead. We're meeting on the recreation deck. Want to come, Calarax?
We're having a party to celebrate. Okay, God. The game is offering me options that I want to take, but I know if I do, it's just going to lead to gameplay that I don't like. If I take this option, it's a great option, but it's going to lead to a combat section.
Let
But I
us
can't
show how
not click on
Klingons
it.
Celebrate with those who mock their warriors.
Klingon ship is arming its
Raising shield.
I can't not click on that
Arming
option.
weapons.
Come on.
Might go load and save, huh?
Maybe. I might be able to just win, actually. There's only one ship.
This is like...
Oh, there he is.
You're taking
The
damage.
scope does show
very
you
hard.
where he's at.
I know, but
Yeah.
he cloaked
Anyone
briefly.
not cloaked.
So we're taking ventral damage? Is that right? The bottom?
Yes, ventral damage.
So I have to try to keep...
You're starboard in the cell.
God, he's behind us.
Behind
Hang
you.
on, coward.
Not both in the cells.
Your frontal shields are also... Damn.
I can't really do anything about that. The only shields that work in the first place are frontal. There, he's dead. We did it.
Well, that's over with. Set course for Digital Mr. Sulu, warp factor 6.
No, Captain. It is not over. Your inflammatory remarks caused a battle between us and the Klingons that need not
Oh, is
have
this game
occurred.
over?
I shall be informing Starfleet of your reckless, illogical action.
That sounds a lot like Kelvin's Spock. Being like, yeah, of course I told Starfleet.
We have read your report on the problems at
100%.
and evaluate your performance at 100%.
100%.
You receive 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Why we just got the whole spiel? Wow.
I take it back. This game is
So
amazing.
every option resulted in combat, is my
On-screen,
guess.
Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system.
But
While
we
the
didn't have
indigenous
to
race
kill
on
Admiral
Proxima
Vlicht.
3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference.
The primary directive,
we
according
do
to the
maintain a
subtitles.
discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer,
I really
the
wish the
Alpha
game would give me the
Proxima
option to
system
save,
has
because I'm not
5
going to remember
planets
this
and
for
an
next time, and I'm not...
asteroid belt.
And we're stopping here.
A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets
No,
and should
just
pass
watch
close
the
by
end of
Proxima
the,
3. It passes through the interior of the
previous
system
one.
once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the
Why is
level of
that weird?
warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war.
Yeah.
In any case,
We
about
have
a
lots of
millennium
gods.
ago,
Why is it weird,
Proxima
Kirk?
3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Soths and Lucas. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Scythe. He had rained fury down upon the
Do we
world,
need to know this?
then went off on a long dance of the
I
dead.
hope not.
His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Okay. Now, that's a lot of information. We can only fit like 20 characters in the save name.
Just watch back this week, so
No.
one of us will.
Proxima, let me check if there's multiple Proximas or if I can just type Proxima.
Proxima 3 in particular, wasn't it?
Okay, I'll just note I need to go to 12. Go to 12. Asteroid. Gods. I think that's the best I can do. That's all the characters we get. Okay. So, yeah, I could watch back the stream, but then I have to listen to my dumb voice, and I don't want to do that.
But we have to suffer with it.
You don't have to. You can leave. You don't have to be here. You're not being paid.
Well.
Okay. Game's over. Well, it's not over. We're 5/8 of the way done. I think there's 8 missions. Hang on, but the walkthrough only has for 7. What? I could have sworn previously I read there were 8. Whatever. Stream's over. Be gone.
We've already established it's not a good walkthrough.
It's not.
Yeah.
Very well, we're done for now. Same time next week, everyone.
Bye, stream.
Yeah.